Previously on Dark Heresy.
I like it. Episode 34. Freaks versus Stormtroopers.
Oh yeah.
It is 9 days since the orbital assault on Orpheus 4. Nixios and his team made their final preparations. He decided in the end not to take the hulking bruiser known as 33, nor the lizardman that was one of Reptile's bastards. Trust was important when heading into combat. He also left behind the dwarf builder, Nick, who admitted to being no fighter. Poor old lizardman Cletus was left to face combat wearing only a pair of overalls and an explosive collar. He'd been given an autogun by Courtney, but he was lacking a melee weapon or a pistol with which to face the deserted stormtroopers in close quarters. Tommy Lee Dangerfield came along for the ride. Perhaps he could sway the fight. The new Cell 54 headed out along evacuated corridors towards the elevator hub that would lead them down towards the underdecks. At the heat exchanger subsection, Laura parted ways, being unsuited to combat. She would wait for them here. The acolytes advanced cautiously at first. Laura had advised against rushing the stormtroopers, who must know that they would be pursued. They happened upon the corpse of an engineer. The body was decomposing in oppressing heat and humidity. Next, they came across a servitor that seemed unresponsive, and they found 2 damaged servo skulls. Cletus picked these up and stashed them in his overalls pockets. Nixios continued to advance cautiously, scanning ahead with his servo skull. It detected a life sign at the far end of a corridor, waiting. Tommy Lee warned that this was an ambush and started to lose his nerve. "We're all going to die," he screamed. Courtney popped her head around the corner with a pistol aimed and nearly had her head taken off by a shotgun blast that impacted into the metal wall.
Hell yeah.
Nixios tried his needle rifle to no avail, and the stormtrooper responded with a flash grenade. Cletus dodged back, his unnatural agility coming into play, but Nixios found himself blinded and unable to return fire. In times of stress, Courtney develops random powers not fully in her control. Feeling the rush of adrenaline that only comes as she faces death, Courtney unleashed the power of the firestorm, attempting to cook her foe. But the advanced armor of the stormtrooper was strong and held up to the attack. Cletus advanced slowly and quietly, using his chameleon powers to avoid notice. He rushed the stormtrooper and grappled him with his many limbs. This gave the others the chance to advance safely. There was a second stormtrooper waiting, covering fire to his fellow. The Moonshine Killer tried to use his gifts to kill his foe. First, he used his advantage in the number of limbs department to pull off a sneaky shot from the autogun into the knee of his enemy. He tried to choke him. His prehensile tail grabbed at the leg of his opponent. He took liberties with his foe. And then he slammed the butt of the autogun into the face of the stormtrooper. The soldier's face slammed back from the impact, but his modern, sophisticated armor protected him from the assault. Courtney ran in and took a chunk out of the stormtrooper with her mono-edged axe. Cletus looked at the weapon with envy. Tommy Lee, whose nerves seemed to have been broken, talked to Nixios while shooting his revolver cleanly into the melee. His aim seemed unnatural. He wasn't even looking. Under the assault, the stormtrooper fled. Cletus took up pursuit and caught him again in short order. Nixios, still blinded, thought that he heard a squeaky voice that said, "The Humies are fighting each other." He staggered on and tried to raise Tommy's morale. Come on, guys, it wasn't that funny.
What was it? Grots.
That's the best impression of a grot I've ever heard. That was spot on.
I also do a focused. Courtney was getting into the swing of things. She turned to the second stormtrooper and doused him in lightning coursing from her fingertips. The stormtrooper flinched and twitched and smoked. She dodged all the shotgun blasts that came her way. Tommy Lee caught sight of the blood upon the floor, and it seemed to perk him up somewhat. In fact, he seemed manic. Tommy spied another foe, a man covered heavily in metal components. A second flashbang flew in, and Nixios found himself blinded again. It must be his new targeting array. Courtney sprayed more lightning at the stormtrooper. She demanded a chicken sandwich as she did so. But something went wrong. Courtney, as an unsanctioned psyker, is at risk to the demons that lie beyond the veil. Her mind is like a beacon to creatures that wish to consume her very soul.
Oh dear.
The very first time that Courtney caused a psychic phenomena resulted in a demonic assault. Something tried to take possession of her. Courtney knew, instinctively, that if she lost control here, it would result in her death and the deaths of her allies. She would kill Cletus with her own bare hands. She fled back to the mansion of her mind. Perhaps she was under protection of another power, or perhaps it was just a twist of fate. But she made it back to safety. Fearful, she waited in her mind mansion with her back against the door, etched with a strange symbol. Here, in her mind's eye, she saw a monster, a gloating, brutal champion of corruption and rot. Massive and armoured, its eyes were hidden behind its helm, but its mouth, with its rotted fangs and distorted flesh, could be seen smiling and laughing at Courtney.
Nice.
But why did the creature laugh? Courtney had survived the attempted possession. Okay, guys, so I'm going to move you onto the map where we shall get started. So here we are on the map.
I wasn't trying to just cheer for the idea of Courtney killing you, Hayden. I was going to cheer each time you mentioned Courtney killing someone, but he didn't mention anyone else.
Of course. I know I'm both your GM guinea pig
When he said
for something.
he said Courtney was like going to be killed by a demon, I went, yeah. And then I went, yeah, something else. Then he went, going to kill Cletus. Yeah, I thought he was going to carry on. But it looked like I was cheering for your death.
But you were super chuffed when Johnny got possessed. You were like, you were so happy. It made you so happy. You really did.
It wasn't. It wasn't Johnny. It was someone finally getting possessed. It was. I've been waiting 3.5 years for this.
I think
you made it all the sweeter that it was me.
Yeah. The
Yeah.
fact that you did it on your first go as well, I thought.
Yeah.
A nice touch. I thought it was a nice.
That's how I roll.
It would seem very fitting. It's more proof of the dice gods, more proof that we are living in a simulation.
We are. It's very true.
Okay. So let me just see. Do we have people on the turnover? Now everyone's disappeared from the turnover, so I'm just going to put people back onto it before we get going. Oh no, they are there. Why has that happened?
It always happens to me.
Okay, so when I put someone on, everyone else has reappeared. So that's great. That's that done. So before we get going today, guys, I would just like to have a bit of an experiment today regarding the rules. So what I'd like to do, normally how we've been playing is to kind of be talking in initiative order. So you get a free action to talk. And we've been talking in initiative order, but I found this to be a little, I don't know, I don't think it flows very well. When you try and talk to someone, you have to wait for their turn, and then they, it might be a significant period of time has passed, or what have you. So if you talk to someone in character, they can talk briefly back to you. Remember that each kind of round is only a few seconds, so you can't use this just to talk and talk. But if someone talks to you, in using their free action, you can just respond to them straight away. Okay. I just want to see how this works and see how it plays out, and we're just going to give it a little experiment and see how it affects the game. Okay.
So just to clarify, Al, you say you can respond, not you must.
Yeah. No, not you must. You can. I mean, you are still a full agency, Dave. You are not. You don't have to be useful or helpful to your colleagues who are trying to tactically, organise.
Oh no, nothing like that. I'm going to use this as a way of making Tommy seem even weirder than he already is. When he responds 3 turns later.
That's great. So yes, I mean, you use this. We're kind of almost doing it sometimes anyway. It kind of gets a bit metagaming where people start talking out of character, and I just want to give it a try and see how it goes. Okay, to try and encourage some kind of tactical play where you're actually working together as a unit. Well, I get that. Okay, so I think, guys, I think we're about ready to start.
What's a tactile ploy?
What we'll do then is we shall start at the top of the round with Cletus. Now I'm just going to give you a bit of spiel before you get your go, if you just hold with me. So where we go. Spiel. Okay, so just one moment.
Just put your mic a bit closer, Al.
Jolly good.
That's better.
Alright, just play around my music volume a little bit. Okay, so Cletus. Very good. You have rushed ahead from your allies, pursuing the fleeing stormtrooper, whom you and Courtney had overwhelmed in melee. You chased him down in short order, and you grappled him again, using your forearms and tail to gain an advantage. But the stormtrooper is a trained killer, proficient in combat. Despite your gifts granted to you by the Plenty, and despite your ambush allowed by your chameleon powers, the stormtrooper has adapted quickly. He is fighting for his life, and perhaps something more. He is dressed in modern, advanced armor that seems immune to everything that you throw at him. You do not think that your trick with the autogun will work again. What you are missing is a melee weapon or a pistol, but it would need to be something potent to surpass this sci-fi armor that you're up against.
What, like a mono axe?
Hey guys.
You're not having the mono-axe.
Well, there you go. Like,
See, there we go.
stop flogging the dead horse, guys, because no one said this back before. Hindsight's 20/20, isn't it? And if you don't want to give you the mono-axe, then I'm afraid
That's fair enough. You sit there, zap people from a range, sit with that mono-axe on your back.
From a purely strategic perspective,
it makes it feel safer. Just having it. It's better to have one and need it, and have one and not need it than need it and not have one.
Yeah, I understand. What are you saying, Alan?
I'm saying from a purely strategic, if you're talking like game theory, it's certainly right to give you the mono-axe, but Courtney is playing in character, and he gets to play in
that's
character.
fair enough.
And plus, no one predicted this before it happened, so it's all right saying after the event.
I know.
So.
No, not saying shut up.
I'm just saying you've got to get on. You guys got to get on. Don't.
I love Courtney. I love Courtney. She's passed me an autogun. That's better than a chair leg.
And she's given you a pillow.
And a pillow and a duvet.
And a duvet. And a share of a nice meal as well. Not to mention,
can't say anything bad about Courtney.
Okay, so Cletus, you are not sure what to do, how to win. All of the options that you consider seem risky, at best, difficult, or impossible. What are you doing?
Right. Can I disengage and run?
Okay, so disengage. That's two different things. So disengage is a half move, which you can move away without any free attack. If you run, you will get an attack of opportunity. So you have to pick one or the other. So which would you like to do?
What's he
by the way, you have him in a grapple at the minute, so you'd have to let go of the grapple for a start.
Okay. And there's no way I can hurt this man then, so I'm gonna have to let go of grapple and disengage.
Okay, so you get to make a half move. So
my move is 6. So 1, 2, 3. That's half 6, isn't it?
No, your half move is 6. Full move is 12.
Oh.
Is that right? No, am I wrong? Let's have a look.
Right, and then has he got
I've got agility at 6.
Yeah, your half move is 6. So you can move up to 6. Okay.
Moved up to 6.
All right, thank you. That's your go. Tommy Lee. This combat mission down into the underdecks has been for you a roller coaster. You don't even know what a roller coaster is. But what are you doing here? Why are you fighting soldiers on this spaceship? It beggars belief. Your weapons and armor seem so outclassed. Moments ago, you were racked with fear, facing your own death. Nixios seemed to snap you out of it somewhat, and then you saw the blood. And now you've flipped to the other edge of the spectrum. It's time to make the piggy scream, you hollered. You have found another one of your foe, a metal man, dressed and hooded in red robes. His face and limbs are constructed in metal. His eyes are lenses, and a tendril rises from his back, a serpent of metal ending in a claw. He is armed with a pistol and a halberd, and he looks prepared to kill you.
Okay. Just remind me, Al, I shot this guy before, didn't I?
You shot at him, and he's hiding kind of behind a tank, and your shot hit into the tank, and some liquid started to seep out where the bullet went in.
Okay. I'm going to... I see Cletus here. I'm going to go, Swamp Brother, this is fun!
Just one thing about Cletus. Cletus is still holding up Chameleon.
I don't.
I don't. Well, no. You can roll concealment for Cletus, roll awareness for Tommy Lee, and see if you do see him.
What plus do I get for Chameleons? Plus 30.
It's 30. And could you also make? Actually, yeah. Just roll a concealment, please. So, okay, Tommy Lee fails by 2.
30. That'll be.
And Cletus.
Okay. Sorry. Is it D100? Yeah.
Are you? Yes, D100. Let's have a look. What you're.
Oh wow.
It's actually in your character sheet concealment. So that's for you would be a 3 degrees success. Would you also make a silent move roll, assuming that you are trying to move silently?
Yep, I've got silent move, haven't I?
Yeah, they're both in your skills list.
Yep, I'm just pressing on it.
Okay, so Tommy Lee, you neither see nor hear Cletus in the darkness of the underdecks.
Awesome.
Sorry to drag this out a bit, but do I smell anything? Do I recognise what the liquid is that's coming out of this tank or anything?
You don't know. It doesn't smell like Promethium.
Okay.
Well, you don't know. I mean, it doesn't really smell of anything. It's kind of like a neutral smell. It's a chemical of some sort.
Oh, a chemical.
And it's not Promethium.
All right. Now, too soon, David. Too soon. I'm going to cast Unnatural Aim.
Okay.
While not yelling anything. That goes off.
Okay. Frank, come down, Frank.
Plus 30, single shot, plus 40. I'm going to do a cold shot to this guy's head.
Okay, so cold shot then.
So plus 20. Oh, motherfucker.
Oh no, so are you keeping that or?
Yeah.
Okay, so the bullet skims past his head. He ducks back in behind the tank, and the manstopper slams into the back of the room. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Are you keeping track of your bullets, Dave?
I am, yeah.
Oh, very good. I don't need to.
I think I've got 20
you're such
man
a good player. Very good. I mean, you fired, I think, 3 times.
4 by my reckoning.
Okay. See, you're so much better at admin than I am. I always miss stuff like this. So, next up is Nixios.
Well, I am blind, so
if you give me a moment, please, I would just like to give you some spiel, if you'd be so kind. It's not very comforting spiel, but I'd like to give you some anyway. It's Nixios. It's all slipping out of your control. This whole combat operation is preposterous. Surely you cannot forge these freaks and monsters into a tactical fighting unit. You've lost control. Laura warned you against rushing these traitors. They must have traps and ambushes waiting for you. Pitfalls for the unwary. But first the Lizardman, then Courtney, and now even Tommy Lee seem to be possessed by a fevered bloodlust. They hunger for the death of their foes, and your team is scattered, although not quite scattered now, as Hayden pulls a maneuver I wasn't expecting. And the photon flash grenades have rendered you almost impotent. What you would not give for some photo contacts or a visor. You are blind, stumbling around with no idea what lies waiting for you ahead. You think back briefly for a moment. You had been granted armory credits from the Inquisitor, and you pulled them with Cell 53. Looking back, Yarn and his fellows seem to get much better of that arrangement. Why did you help Yarn out so much? You resolve to remedy this weakness the next time you get some armory credit in service. That is assuming that you survive this mess. And it is not clear that you will. What are you doing?
Well, first I'm going to berate the GM for victim blaming.
Very good, sir. Very good.
Right, I'm going to scan and how are my eyes? It's all fucking vision based, isn't it?
So yeah, I mean the problem with you can't really command the server skull. It's all on a data slate. If you had those kind of mental implants that were discussed, you would be able to do that. But with a data slate, you need to be able to see what you're doing and kind of issue it commands using a touchscreen. So you can't really give the server skull any more commands, I'm afraid.
Right, I'm going to
shout
out. Cletus, where are you?
Okay, so like under the rules, you can respond. No, you've got com. You've got com. Bead.
Have I got com? Like, did give me com after?
I think so. I think I gave everyone a com bead for this operation.
I'm going to reply quietly. I'm just hiding near Tommy Lee, coming back to our position.
I see that you can't reach the armor on these stormtroopers. I might have something that can help. Come find me. I'm blind. I can't do anything at the moment.
I'll come guard you.
Okay, guys. Like I say, don't push it too long. So you've only got a few moments to speak. So that'll do. Okay. So what's up, Dave? Did you have something?
I wanted to say over the comm when I hear him say, "I'm near Tommy Lee." I'm going to say, "I think he's lying. I don't see him."
Very good. Okay, so Nixios, you make a short move, and you can only—I think you can only take half actions, is it anyway, or you can only kind of stagger around. So
yeah,
is that your go? Is that your go then? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's now the turn of the stormtroopers. So this stormtrooper at the 12 o'clock position, who's been fried by Courtney and her lightning, he's still smoking somewhat. He moves away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, and don't come back. Oh no, wait, come back because we need to question you.
This stormtrooper here, the one that Cletus has disengaged from. Okay. This stormtrooper here, he sees some movement in the shadows, and he tries to take a shot as you head away, Cletus.
Mm-hmm.
But he obviously can't see very well, and the shot goes wide. But he does know roughly where you are, though. That's the stormtroopers go, and after the stormtroopers, it's Courtney.
Okay.
So just give me one moment, please. I'd like to give you just a little bit of spiel.
Okay.
Courtney, this creature. By the way, Courtney, it's not all your fault. Don't listen to the nasty acolytes. Courtney, this creature that you saw in your mind's eye, gloating and laughing, mocking you.
Brought it on yourself.
You've seen it before. Last night. You remember fragments of your strange and vivid dream from the night before. You dreamt of the miasma and of 5 champions fighting over it, trying to take its power or to destroy the rift forever. One of the champions, a gambler dressed in purple, burnt to ashes, his playing cards burning in turn. 4 champions remained. Battle swirled in strange imagery and colours. This creature that you've seen before you is one of those champions, perhaps the greatest of them, the most resurgent, the favourite to be victorious. This champion of despair and rot, this armoured knight of plague and disease. And now, as you remember, you are certain of another of the champions. It is Lucius, the Inquisitor. You see him now as he faces off against the Rot Lord. His green eyes fierce and appraising. But the images of the other two remaining champions seem to evade you, as is the nature of dreams. Only the two I've just mentioned are clear. You feel as if you could remember the rest if you try hard enough. Perhaps it will come to you in time. Courtney, you have lost some of your powers, those that come to you almost at random. Under the tutelage of Jagannathi, you've gained a measure of greater control, and you can take advantage of these powers for longer, but not forever. As you search amongst the Mind Mansion, you seem to have lost the door that leads to bio-lightning and to manipulate flame.
Oh.
Which is a pity, because the lightning was a real blast.
Hey!
But you can still find the room containing Firestorm, at least for now.
Oh.
One door that you can always find is imprinted with the Tyrant Star, that dread omen that came to your world before the apocalypse. And beside that door is one marked with a strange symbol, like a stylized eye. And it was here that you fled when the demon attacked. Before you, the stormtrooper that you have cooked with lightning has fled deeper into the underdecks. You were sure that Laura said something important, but it's so hard to remember. What are you doing?
It really is. Like, I'm just going to comms in. I'm like, one of them's we've got a runner.
Okay, so anyone can make a quick response if you want. You don't have to.
Unfortunately, Courtney, I can't engage the target because I'm blind from the grenade they just used.
Well, you should have had your eyes covered.
There's a man with metal eyes here.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Anyway, okay, I'm going to. Shall we triangulate and whatever that means?
Okay, guys. So, like I say, you can't just talk indefinitely. Like a round of combat is, it's only meant to be like a few seconds. So I think
I'm gonna try and follow this. I'm gonna try and follow this storm. I'm gonna follow this stormtrooper, but I'm like, I'm gonna do something nice. I'm gonna unhook the sickle from my belt, and I'm gonna put it on the floor. Like, Cletus, I've left something for you in the corridor. It's shiny and a bit slicey. Please look after it for me.
Oh, thank you, Courtney. That sounds like something I might need.
And as I say that, I'm going to chase after the stormtrooper. I'm going to start running in the direction of the stormtrooper.
You take the sickle out. You put it down. That's a half action to do so.
Yeah.
So that leaves you a half move if you want to chase after him.
Yep. Go. How much is a half move? I'm just going to check this.
I think for you it's probably 3.
Yeah, I've done that. Okay.
So you've moved 3, right?
Yeah. If you want to, yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so that's your go, Courtney. Next up, it's the Tech Adept. What's he going to do? So the Tech Adept, he doesn't seem to see you, Cletus, or hear you, but he does see Tommy Lee. What's he going to do? And he doesn't see anyone else, so I'm just going to check something. Tommy Lee taking the front line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just going to check.
I'm getting vibes of Jack Sparrow with cheese.
Okay, so the tech adept aims his pistol at you, Tommy Lee, and he pulls the trigger. And from the pistol comes a torrent of fire.
Well, shit.
The torrent of fire strikes you automatically.
Shit.
You can try and make an agility test to avoid this.
An agility test or a dodge?
I think it's agility test for flame.
Do I get any modifiers for having a bad back?
I'm not going to punish you. The jolt of adrenaline overrides your bad back for now, but you'll pay for it later, assuming you survive the mission.
4 degrees of failure.
Oh no! So the flamer, hand flamer rather, hits you. It does. It does. Oh. Oh no! I'm sorry, Tommy. The flamer does 14 wounds.
Holy shit! So
right, no, hold on. No, sorry. No, that's I've rolled a 10 on my D100, and that's actually a 1, isn't it? It's the 0 0 is a 10. So it only does 5 wounds. I'm sorry.
Okay, so -1 for my primitive armor.
It's pen 2.
Okay.
So it's 5 wounds. I think that's only going to do 1, is it?
Yeah.
But you've got now a chance to be set on fire, so you have to make another agility test to avoid that.
Let me just alter my wounds. There we go. Agility. I'm burning!
Tommy Lee, you are flammable. And I'd like you to make one more agility roll, please.
Oh, Alan!
Okay, so you set on fire, Tommy, but your ugly wooden staff does not catch. I'm going to go for a piss now, and then we'll start the next round.
Layers of grief. Layers of grief.
That's actually a shame, because I could have hit him with a burning stick.
Would that make it not non-primitive?
It wouldn't make it non-primitive, but it might give me the chance of setting him on fire if I knock a pipe.
Yeah. Well, isn't he next to pipe spraying oil, which you've
Don't know what it's spraying yet, but we're about to find out.
I could sneak behind it, but I haven't got anything to. Where's everybody on the map? All I can see is Tommy Lee here.
I'm not going to metagame much, Hayden.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I can't
remember where you are.
Keep going.
Which direction did we come from? Yeah, which direction did I come from then?
Where I am.
Where you are, okay. And was it up or down I came from?
I think it was down.
Yeah.
We all came from down originally.
Okay,
Yeah,
that'll do then.
Yeah.
Because that's all I know. It's just I couldn't remember from last game.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where we came from, so.
Okay, so we're going to go to the top of the round now. Cletus, you see this torrent of fire come from the tech adept. The torrent goes right in front of you. And luckily, the position you are, you're not hit.
I whisper, "Holy shit!" under my breath. Okay, I'm going to moving back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, so you make a half move.
6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I don't know where anybody is. Oh, God, it's up there. Sorry, I was supposed to go that way. I hadn't zoomed out. Alright, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
8,
Find
9.
You find lying on the floor. Actually, I don't know. You find lying on the floor here.
Oh,
Can you see this?
I've seen it now. Sorry, I was just looking at Courtney.
Lying on the floor, you see a sickle, like one that would be used to
behave.
cut some wheat, chance. Or, it's a farming tool here. What you see before you.
I've got a farming tool. That might be enough to slice a pipe on someone.
Okay, so you make a full move, Cletus. That's your go.
I think it'd be perfect for that.
Tommy Lee. Now, how does flame work? This is.
I'm just trying to look it up myself.
Oh, thanks, Dave.
Run towards me, Tommy. I need that flame. I'm going to turn you into a giant, almost burning ball of fire and
I'm
just
afraid
direct you.
You don't have manipulate flame anymore. You've lost that. Fire lightning.
No,
so both of those powers are gone now. It's untimely. But it's not good. It's not good of you to fan the flames of Tommy Lee. That's
flame on, Tommy.
What's the sickle called? Oh, I'll just put sickle in.
It's a sickle. It's like an axe. So it's D10 unbalanced.
It's psi focus though. It's a psi focus.
It's a psi focus. It's also primitive. So let's have a look. So.
Oh, all right. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was primitive. Sorry about that.
Oh, boy.
It's a farming tool.
Oh, for God's sake! All right, I'll drop the axe as well. You know.
Well, when it comes to your turn, you can you can bow to peer pressure, but for now you'll have to hold up. So let's have a look. Flame. Where is flame? So
damage types. I don't know where my book is. I'm trying to find it.
Damage
and healing.
Special damage. Yeah. Fire. Here we go. Once you are blazing, you lose 1d10 wounds and take 1 level of fatigue each round until the fire is extinguished. You can try and put yourself out by taking a full action and making a hard agility test. And if other people want to help you, that might make it easier.
Is there a chance they can set themselves on fire helping you?
Yeah, I mean it could well be possible, but could well be possible. Tommy Lee, do you want to try and put yourself out or not? Well, first of all, I think I'm going to roll a d10 for the wounds that you take. Oh no! This time it is a 10.
Okay, so I take 6 wounds then, yeah?
I think there's no reduction for this. I think it's just straight.
Oh, you don't get reduction for toughness?
Let's have a look. No, hang on.
Could the bio cheese be used as like sunscreen, like as a cooling effect? Could that possibly work?
You do get reduction for toughness, Dave, just not for armor.
Toast works.
Sorry, I missed that, guys. I was just trying to answer the question, Dave. What did you say, Johnny? Are you just being mischievous?
I was being a bit mischievous. I was just saying it was like could the bio cheese somehow acts as a cooling salve to the potential burning.
No. All right. I think it'll have the opposite effect.
I don't believe covering yourself in hot cheese is going to be beneficial. So you take 6 wounds, yeah, Tommy?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? What are you doing? This is bad, Tommy.
I take a level of fatigue as well, yeah?
You do, yeah. And
what was the test to put it out? Hard toughness. Is that minus 20?
Hard agility. So it's minus 20. So you're effectively testing at minus 30.
Can you have a chance to put it out before taking more damage?
Let's have a look. Once you're blazing, you lose 1d10 rooms too.
This is such a dark way to go.
Okay, I don't think it says which way around it is, so I will give you. Yeah, I'll give you the chance to put it out. Obviously, it's a difficult thing to do before you take the damage and the fatigue. So you can try and put it out before you take damage, Tommy.
Okay? So you're saying I'm not fatigued at the start of my turn?
Yes, so the damage and the fatigue happens when you take the burning. So I'll give you the opportunity to put it out before that happens, okay? But it's still at -20. It's still at -20, so I think it's probably the best move you can make. Not to coach you, but you can't ignore the fire for very long. So
yeah, it probably is. So I'm going to cast Unnatural Aim, and I'm going to shoot the liquid coming out the tank.
Oh no, Tommy. Okay, so Unnatural Aim. You're aiming at the liquid.
Oh, yeah. That is a.
It fails to manifest, right?
5. Yeah, it fails. So I still shoot. Range, single shot, just +20.
It's a kind of a large, easy target to fire this pool of liquid, so +10 for that as well.
All right, it's +30. That's a hit.
Okay, the bullet slams into the liquid and slams into the floor. But nothing unusual seems to happen. It doesn't ignite.
All right, and as I do this, I'm going to yell, "It's time for some roast piggy!" Boom! Oh shit!
Oh my lord. Okay, so now you take the 6 wounds and the point of fatigue.
Bacon cheese. Surprise.
There is a smell of hot cheese upon the air. Okay, so after Tommy Lee, it's Nixios. You can hear the sound of the flame pistol, Nixios. And you also smell kind of burnt flesh.
Oh no, Tommy! No!
Oh, Tommy! Bring Tommy back to me.
Well, how many more rounds have I got of this blind shit out?
So I said, you started off with 5. I said, since the second time you've been blinded, we'll put that down to 4. So you've had 1 round, that puts you down to 3.
So I'm going to keep going. Cletus!
Okay.
Cletus!
I see you now. I see you, Nixios. I'm over here. North, wrong way.
I can only move 3 at a turn. Because I go around from wall to wall. Yeah, that's my go.
Okay. Right. Oh no. Okay, so this stormtrooper is going to. What's he going to do? Okay, he's going to pull back to here. Okay. Right. Courtney, it's your go. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to draw the monoaxe.
Okay.
And
the monoaxe. You've already got the monoaxe in your hand.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to. So the stormtrooper, I saw which way he went, didn't I? It was up here.
He went left at the crossroads. No, he went left.
It went left. Right. Okay. I'm gonna charge round there. Going. Ah!
Okay. So Courtney, make your move, please.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on.
Okay. I'd like you to stop there, please.
Okay.
As you bum rush in, I want you to make an awareness test.
Okay. Always a difficult one. Hang on a second. Where is she? Courtney. Where is she? Is there a character on it? Courtney there. Hang on a second. Bear with. That's just a picture. How are rules on there? I can't see her rules.
Yeah, let's have a look. So Courtney, character sheet.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it's in cell 54.
Yeah,
you should be able to see it.
I was being dumb. Okay, so awareness is terrible, and
oh no,
really not very aware.
As you rush around the corner, you see a tripwire, but you see it quite late.
Yeah.
I'd like you to make an agility roll, please. This at a -10.
Okay. not good. Oh. Bear with. Oh, why is it doing that? Sorry, I'm just having a moment with the keyboard. It's just going plus minus. Why? Send.
Okay, you trip the wire, and you see that it's attached to a frag grenade.
Okay.
Which drops to the floor and detonates.
Okay.
Okay. The frag grenade does 3 wounds.
Okay.
You see the frag grenade drop to the floor. You see it clatters, and it seems to misfire somehow, but there's a blast. It doesn't hurt you. But you do see that there's, in this room... Actually, let's see what you say.
Yeah.
There are stormtroopers waiting for you. So you can carry on the rest of your move.
Okay. I am going to turn on my heel and then run back here.
Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, of course. So you run into the room. You see a couple of stormtroopers are waiting for you, and you trip a booby trap.
Shouting. I'm going to shout down the comms. I'm like, contact 2 stormtroopers in this chamber. And then I'm just going to duck behind the door.
Okay.
Back down. Oh, wrong person. Come back down.
So after Courtney, it is the tech priest. So, yeah, the tech priest is going to aim his flame pistol at Tommy Lee, and he's going to fire. The flame pistol hits automatically.
God.
Do you want to try and evade? You need to make an agility test, but it's a -10 for your fatigue. Oh, nice. Okay, I'll let you move 1 square, Tommy,
awesome.
to as you back away from the flame.
All right.
Okay.
Just a second. I'm going to go. I'm going to go to there.
Okay.
Self-randomization.
I love how much you nerf yourself, Dave. I love it. But yeah, okay, so that's the tech adepts go. We're back at the top of the round. So, Courtney, you didn't do anything with the mono axe then. You just charged off. Is that right, or what did you do with the mono?
Yeah. I've still got it in my. I've still got it in my hand. It's just I ran into tripped the frag grenade, and then I was like, saw the stormtroopers and the explosion. I was like, shit, and then just ran back around the corner.
Okay. Okay, so it's
breathing heavily against the panel, the corridor panel. There you go.
Top of the round. Cletus.
First off, as I pick up this sickle,
first thing,
I'm going to say to my...
Cletus, can you manifest your chameleon again, please? Every 10 rounds.
Okay.
Try and cast it again. You can't perils off this.
Okay. What is it? D10?
It's a D10 plus your willpower. And you're looking for... I'm not quite sure what you're looking for.
3. 1 minute, I'll just get my skill out.
Does he get the bonus from the psi focus? Or has he not picked it up yet? Is it the beginning of the turn that he does that?
He hasn't.
Chameleon, what's my...
I think if you look on your character sheet, there is a section for the psychic powers. Chameleon is...
yeah, found it.
So, do you have a willpower 4 or 3?
No, willpower's 36, so I'm just under.
Okay,
Can I use my early fate point to re-roll that?
You can.
Because I feel like it should be done. So...
Okay, your chameleon powers drops. Courtney and Tommy, you can now see Cletus. Okay, so now you can do turn as normal.
Alright, I was going to say, everyone, I think we ought to consolidate back down to Nixios and help him. Let's get a plan together. These guys are heavily armored, and I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, Cletus.
Oh, wait a second.
You see Tommy Lee. You see him aflame, and it doesn't seem to be bothering him that much. He still seems to be.
Can I try put him out?
Yeah, you can. You certainly can. So let's.
Wait a second. That's 6. I'll go half then to my maximum 6, so the servitor can't get good luck beat on me. And if I can try put him out, what do I need to roll?
So what we're going to do is, when it comes to Dave's attempt to put himself out, I'm going to give him a bonus for you. Okay. So you move down here and you help. You try and stop Tommy Lee from burning to death.
You're assuming I'm going to try and put myself out.
I'm right next.
That's
okay. While I'm there,
okay, right.
Can I just touch Nixios' arm?
If you don't, I'll let him make a roll. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I, with one of my offhands, can I grab Nixios and say I'm here at the same time because it's the end of my run?
You can.
I'm right between them both. Yeah.
Okay. Right, there you go. That's your go, Cletus. After Cletus, it is Tommy Lee. It's getting uncomfortably hot, Tommy.
I'm going to start.
You like a bit of heat. I mean,
yeah. It's much more like home down here with all this heat. No, what I'm going to say is, it's a coincidence, Cletus. I'm here too. In response to him saying, I'm here. And I am going to... So, as a continuation of that, that's a coincidence I'm here too. I'm also going to say, I'm on fire, Mr. P! And start patting myself and trying to put myself out.
Okay.
I was so tempted to run to that liquid and throw myself in it, thinking it might put me out.
Well, that's an option. I mean, you've not managed to ignite it, so.
No, I'm going to try and pat myself out with Cletus' help.
Okay, so you are fatigued, so it'd normally be at a -30. I think
I've got lots of hands to help.
Yeah, well, I was about to say, you didn't pick up the sickle though, is that right? Just the one going.
I did.
Well, you did. So, did you do that? You did that this turn?
Yeah, did that.
Well, I'm going to say, like, if you do a half action to move there, I think you need that other half action to help Tommy.
I'll not pick up the sickle.
Yeah, okay.
It won't do anything for me, to be honest, against these guys.
That's
more.
Yeah, I think you're better off helping Tommy. So you do have many limbs to try and help him put you out. So I'm going to give. So you're at -30. I'm going to give it a +40 for Cletus to put you on +10 overall. Okay.
Agility test, is it?
Agility test.
As he's patting me down, I'm going to go, woo, your handsy. +10. Burn, Tommy Lee, burn!
For a second, it seems as if the flames are extinguished, and then they start up again. I'd like you to roll a D100, please.
Oh, Dave's got his hand up.
Oh, sorry. Go on. No, right. Go on. What's up?
I'm gonna try and fate point that.
Very wise.
First of all, I need to try. So. No, I do not.
Oh, unlucky. You never catch a break, do you, Tommy?
No.
Can't catch a break.
If I didn't have bad luck, I wouldn't have no luck at all.
Yep.
Oh, no. So the flames, it looks for a second as if they're going to go out, but then they start up again. And Cletus, I'd like you to roll a D100, please.
Tommy Lee's a burning in space.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, so it's a little painful patting Tommy Lee down, but you don't catch fire, Cletus.
Must be my scaly skin.
Must be. So after Tommy Lee, it's Nixios.
Right, Cletus is there. I'm gonna get my pistol out and I'm gonna thrust it into his hand.
Okay. So you draw your pistol, half action. Who's that? Johnny?
Yes. Oh, sorry, it was me. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I can hear you, mate. So you draw it as a half action. and you pass it to Cletus. Cletus, you now have a superior quality revolver.
6 shots.
You can see it's a fine example.
Pierce the armor. Make them count.
I will certainly try, Boss Nixios.
All right, Stevie.
Okay.
I just called to say this is heresy.
Thanks, Dave.
Courtney, what are you doing? Courtney, she'll go.
Ooh. Okay. So now that I know there's stormtroopers in there, I'm actually going to charge in against them. I know they're there. Okay. So I'm going to charge. I'm going to charge the first. I mean, her combat experience is limited, so I mean, it's just she's going to charge straight in. She saw one on the top right. So she's going to basically go 1, 2, 3. Hang on, should we like that?
Isn't she lovely? Isn't she gonna die?
You run in, Courtney. You bum rush in, and the 2 stormtroopers were waiting, holding their actions.
Okay.
They shoot at you as you approach, and as you charge in with shotguns.
Right.
Stormtrooper 1 hits. Would you like to try and dodge?
I'm going to try and dodge that, yeah, because it'd be rude not to. My dodge. Hang on a second. Sorry, I'm alright. Setting it hard. These. Hang on. Dodge is something bad. Oh, that's not bad. And just a minute. Oh no! I don't have any fate, do I? So
you have 1 fate point, I believe.
I will.
So used to not having any.
Yeah, you had 2 at the start of last session.
I'll try that again because I think it would be a good idea.
Okay.
So,
Can I just ask, does Johnny have access to his character sheet?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Yeah, you do. You should have.
Yeah.
It appears like you should have.
So I'm gonna.
He just doesn't believe in looking at it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't. It's fast and loose. Fast and loose. So I roll. Dodge it. Probably not.
Go on, Courtney.
You dodge.
Yeah.
Yes.
You continue your perfect streak of dodging every shotgun blast.
Okay.
The second stormtrooper misses you.
That's
charge into combat.
Oh yes.
You get a +20 for charging.
Fucking A. And now I'm going to fucking
roll to hit.
Okay, hang on a second. This is into okay, let's go. +20. +20. Okay.
Okay. There's a strange, feverish light in Courtney's eyes, and she flails with the axe. But the stormtrooper is a proficient and trained close combat soldier, and Courtney, you're just a witch from the farm world. You do not land a blow with the axe.
Oh dear.
Okay. Top of the round. Oh no, it's a tech adept. Tech adept. Well, you don't see what he's doing. It's top of the round now. Cletus.
Perhaps he's preparing his bioscript.
Okay. Right, the pistol's in my hand. Tommy Lee still needs putting out, but I'm going to try and cast Chameleon first.
Okay, that's half action. You can do. I'll let you say putting out can do as a half action, and
I passed Chameleon this time.
Okay, if Chameleon
which is
goes
total
back
of
up.
12. Tommy Lee is just going to get fondled by the invisible man to try and put him out.
Okay.
I'm enjoying this.
Okay, so
I ain't been touched like this since I was suckling at my mama's teeth.
I don't think I actually rolled damage for your last turn, though, did I, Tommy? You tried to, you failed to put yourself out, and I didn't roll damage, did I? So
you did.
Did I? Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm down to like 5 wounds.
Yeah. Oh, no. Sorry, my bad, Dave. Okay. So keep me on the straight and narrow, please. Okay. So Cletus, that's your go. Tommy Lee.
I'm just going to put the revolver in my mouth and.
Oh well, it was
No,
fun,
I'm
while,
gonna try and,
fun while it lasted, Tommy.
In your mouth and play like an ocarina.
Pardon, what's that, James?
So put it in your mouth and play it like an ocarina.
Oh, sweet pie, oh, mercy. My asthma, help me. Mr. P, I'm burning. I'm going to try and put myself out.
Okay, so you get... You was on a +10 this time, so the second turn you're doing it will put you up to a +20, okay?
Alright. Oh,
Is that with my help as well?
Yeah, that's including your help.
Yeah, cool.
I mean, it would normally be on a -30 to the test. Okay, Tommy Lee, blissfully, you call out, and blissfully the flames subside. It hurts, Tommy. It hurts. That's your go.
Thank you, Cletus. Oh,
Nixios.
Thank you, Cletus. Thank you, Mr. P.
Nixios, this is your last turn of blindness. What are you doing?
Sorry, Tommy, I would have helped, but it's strictly against fire safety regulations while blind.
That's just reminding me of a song. There's a song by ZZ Top called Driving While Blind.
Okay, so... I'll just move the fucking map. I hope not. Okay, so... Right, so after Nixios, it is the stormtroopers. Okay, so there's 2 stormtroopers, and they look at this woman who's just charged in with the axe, and this stormtrooper here to the right of you he lets his shotgun fall. He draws his mono knife, which is a half action, and he moves to engage you with a knife.
Okay.
But he can't hit this time. The one who's engaged with you lets his shotgun fall, draws his mono knife, and stabs you.
You should fucking put your blade on him, dog.
He hits.
Okay.
Would you like to roll?
I'd really like to dodge that. Yeah, that'd be useful.
Okay.
So
you okay, that's right. Make your roll if you can.
I'd love to see what's going on.
Oh, I don't manage to dodge that.
Okay. So the knife slams into your chest.
No need. No need for that.
There's no need for that.
Keisha,
Okay,
right.
so the knife slams into your chest. It does 5 wounds.
Right.
With a pen of 2.
Okay.
To your chest. So what do you have? What's your toughness armor in your chest, please, Johnny?
Okay.
Would you look at your character sheet, please?
Yes.
On my what?
Okay. 3. Shut up. So 7 altogether. It's flak armor and toughness. 7 altogether.
Okay, but it's -2 because of the pen, so it does 5. You've got 5 defense. So the knife turns. It doesn't penetrate your flak armor.
Excellent stuff. Good.
That's the stormtroopers go. Courtney.
She's gonna say, "Oh, there's no need for that."
Courtney, it's your go.
Okay, she's gonna do a standard attack against the guy in front of her.
Okay, you can do a half aim and then attack if you want.
Yeah, I'll do a half aim and then attack.
So that'd be +20, single strike and half aim.
Okay, so +20. That's for me. Need technology. Get in. Yes.
Okay.
Get in there.
You get into the swing of things.
Let's have a 10, Johnny. Let's have a 10.
Hold on. The stormtrooper will try
Fuck the
and
stormtrooper.
parry your axe.
Fuck off.
And he fails. He fails to do so. 14 with a 10 of 2. Okay, so the total. Oh, just hang on a sec. 9.
I might give you shit, Courtney. Well, I don't particularly want you to die because you're my creation, and it's basically giving you shit because of the amount of grief you've caused, Quintius.
Okay, so 63. Courtney,
I love it all. It feeds me.
You knew that you should have kept hold of this mono axe. Why would you give it away? You swing it into the stomach of the stormtrooper, and it goes in. You disembowel the stormtrooper. He drops to the floor.
Yeah.
His intestines spilling out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well done, Courtney. I honestly thought as you run in here that was really stupid and you're gonna die.
And he's gonna shout as this happens, and his entrails fall out. It's like, guilty people, innocent people don't run.
Okay.
Witch's luck.
Well. Okay. So, top of the round. It's Cletus. You've put out Tommy Lee. You've got yourself
For half action. I'm going to cast healing on Tommy Lee.
Okay, very good.
Well played.
What's this tactical display I'm seeing here?
Teamwork.
You're not doing teamwork, Johnny. You're just bum rushing in.
It goes off. And what do I roll now? Is it a D5?
D5.
Yeah.
Oh, question mark, not force rush. Two.
Please add on 3 wounds.
Okay, back up to 7.
Okay.
For my other half go.
No. Healing's a full one, I'm afraid.
Oh, is it?
Yep. So that's your go, Cletus. So next up, it is Tommy Lee.
I was going to ask Nick.
Oh, you can do a free action. Yeah. You can do a free action if you want.
I was going to say to Nixios, there's a flamer down there. And that's it.
Okay.
Yes, I'm aware of the smell of Prometheum burning on.
Yeah, the air's especially hot round here, Nixios.
Toasted cheese. Who has the flamer?
Okay, so your vision, it's not your go yet, but your vision will come back to you this next turn. But it's Tommy's go first.
All right. I'm going to say, I told you we were going to die! And then, can I look... Can I move a square just to look down the corridor as if I'm peeking around the corner that I'm stood at? And then move back?
Yeah, if you just want to peek, yeah, that's fine. I don't mind you peeking. And plus, so you can peek your head round.
Yeah, okay. So, just so I know what I'm looking at, I'm going to look... So I'm going to yell, I told you we're going to die. I'm going to look round the corner, then look at Nixios and go, he's got the flamer! And
Tommy, just hold on a sec. You see the tech adept raising the flamer towards Nixios.
Right. So I'm going to point at him with my pistol.
Just one sec, actually. Hold on.
Right.
No, he isn't. You see that he is reloading because the flamer takes 2 full rounds to reload. So he is not aiming it.
Brownie, did you know this?
His flamer.
What?
Brownie, did you know it only had 2 shots and a hand flamer?
Oh, I didn't even know it was a hand flamer. I presumed it was.
I thought that was a really clever move by going around the corner, like in full open shoot range, when because he knew he was out of ammo. But yeah.
Look of the librarian.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee, what are you doing?
Right, so I'm going to look at Nixios across from me, point round the corner and pistol and go, he's got the flamer! And I'm going to cast Unnatural Aim.
Okay.
While looking at Nixios. That is a 8, I think. Yep.
Does that go off, Tommy?
I'm just looking.
Pretty sure it does.
It does just.
Are you on +5, are you?
No, I'm on +4, actually. Where did I get 8 from? It's my maths fail. Oh, wait, have I got... No, I'm making that up. It's a 7, it's a fail.
Okay.
What the fuck? Am I that tired? Okay. But I'm still going to fire.
Okay. Are you still tucked in behind this tank? Are you going to make a call?
Yeah, I'm literally just pointing my arm around the wall.
So you want to stay in behind, keeping cover?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I've just got my arm sort of exposed, and I'm looking at Nixios.
Uh-huh.
So I haven't got a natural aim, so it would be +10 range, single shot, but I'm not looking.
Okay.
So is that -20?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say -20 if you're not even looking.
Yeah, so it's just straight ballistic skill test.
Yes! Sorry. I'm really excited over that one.
Okay. So that will catch him in the left arm, which is not behind the tank. I'd like you to roll.
Okay.
I'd like you to roll damage.
I'm gonna roll some damage. I do 8 at pin 3.
Okay, just 1 moment.
That's Tommy Lee's burning song.
Please, minus.
Sorry,
Tommy, you do 4 wounds. The tech adept.
I'm such a dick sometimes. Sorry, Dave.
We love you, Johnny. We wouldn't have it any other way.
I deserve that.
After Tommy Lee, it's Nixios. Nixios, finally, mercifully, the vision starts to come back. You are sick to death of being blinded. You can see a tech adept hiding behind a chemical tank, which is leaking onto the floor in front of you.
Yeah,
reloading a hand flamer.
He needs to be shot fast.
You are definitely in the firing line of this hand flamer once he reloads.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Just going to aim and shoot him.
Okay, so half aim and shoot.
Okay.
Short range, single shot, half aim, targeting array. Are you making a cold shot? He's like taking cover, really. So if you want to avoid hitting the tank, you probably should make a cold shot. Or are you leaving it to chance whether you'll hit an exposed part of his body or the tank itself?
Damn you, Alan, using tactics and rules.
Insidious, isn't it?
Eight.
You've had it too easy with me and my combat missions where everyone runs at you and stands in the open. Now it's time for real geometry.
Well, I honestly thought I was going to like totally fuck up Johnny because he kind of went into the web of death. And then Johnny was like, nah. And I kept even forcing the point saying, here's this farm woman with an axe flailing.
I think we've all all of us across all the games have failed to realise how deadly combat in Dark Heresy can be. And it was proven. It's been proven in your game, Alan, and it was proven in Darker when Ferrinus got an auto cannon to the chest.
It's a very deadly system, really.
It is, yeah.
D&D.
D&D's ridiculous. You can come back from the dead a piece of piss in D&D.
So what's happening then, Mr. Brown?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I've got. So accurate, single shot, and aim is it just plus 30?
And then you've got your targeting raise plus 35. You've also got range, which is another plus 10. So it's plus 45, I think.
Yeah. So
is accurate another plus 10 if you aim? Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So I think you're.
Yeah, otherwise you gotta get your accurate balance. You need to aim accurate.
Cool. So I think you're plus 45. So you're going to bring that down to a 25 to shoot him.
Yeah, go on then. I'll aim for.
You can see his head and his left arm.
Is he exposed anywhere?
Well, no, he's wearing armor on each location.
Okay, we'll just have to aim for the head, I guess.
Okay.
So
plus 25.
We'll re-roll that.
Okay.
Hey.
22 degrees of success.
Lies.
Now, hang on.
That would still be a hit.
All right. It's a hit. Your dice roll is a hit.
What happened there?
You put a modifier of 225 there.
Ah, okay. Sorry, yeah. That's wrong.
Let's work it out then. So how many degrees?
2 and a bit.
Yes. Is it 2 and a bit? So you do 2d10 damage, is that right?
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Right, 1 sec. First of all, we'll see if that is a lucky shot. No. And then... 14.
14 damage?
Yes, sir.
There's no pen on it, is there?
No.
So 14 damage hits him in the head, so that's -6. You do 8 wounds to the tech priest. You shoot him square in the face with a needle rifle. And his last moments, as the toxin courses through his veins, look painful. He drops to the floor dead.
Well played, James.
Cool.
Very good.
And did some damage to...
Stormtrooper.
So the toughness roll.
Sorry?
Based on the damage you do.
If you do a certain amount of damage, I then have to make a test for the toxic. But I didn't roll any of that because you just killed him.
Yeah. I mean, like, is there a modifier to the
Yes, -5 for every wound.
Oh, cool.
So in that case, you'd have automatically
Yeah.
applied poison.
Oh,
I mean, you can roll for it if you just want to see how much you did, but you've already killed him just off the shot. So poison round to the face. So Courtney, you're going to get shanked.
Okay.
Time to get shanked, Courtney.
No, I'm not.
He's going to make a half aim and a strike, which hits.
All right. Okay. It's like that, is it?
It's exactly how it is, Courtney.
That is just unbelievable.
Would you like to dodge or parry?
I will. Can I parry?
You can, but the axe is at -10 because it's not well suited to parrying.
I'll dodge then. So.
No, you won't.
No, I won't.
No, you won't. Okay, so he hits you in the right leg. Oh, for fuck's sake. He does 5 wounds to your right leg. I think what's your...
Toughness 3 and armor 4.
Have you got full set? You've got full set of...
full set of flak, yeah. Just...
You've got the Enforcer armor from down on the plan, haven't you? The knife scores along your leg, damages the armor slightly, but you take no damage, personally. Next up, it's your go, Courtney.
Okay, I'm going
to... personally?
As in, Courtney takes it. I mean, I definitely said that wrong.
In terms of collective psyche damage, it is massive.
I take all damage personally.
Thanks, Dave.
So I'm gonna do a half aim and an attack on him.
Call me out my poor eloquence. See if I can.
No, that's not what I'm doing at all. It was just a really amusing turn of phrase.
Yeah, sometimes the words I say don't come out quite how I might like them to.
Still funny.
Okay, I hit him.
Oh, Courtney.
Come on, Courtney.
The stormtrooper turns
Hey,
your
look.
axe
Wow.
with a knife and
Shit.
dodges to the side.
It would have been such a good. It would have killed him as well.
It would have killed him. We're going to go top of the round now. I'm just going to get a drink and have a slash. If you guys want to take a short break, or
no, I want to talk to Johnny about how wrong I was about Johnny should definitely give Cletus the mono axe. I take it
Me too. Oh, me too. Me too. Like,
it's surprisingly brutal.
It's all right.
Is it a weapon skill of 40?
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it's not bad for a target.
Reason she has a weapon
keep the axe.
I built Courtney with the idea of being very deadly in melee one day. Like, the idea was that she was going to go down telekinesis. No.
Today.
The idea of Courtney when I made her was she was a powerful unsanctioned psycho and she lost all her powers after contact with a Tyrant Star. But I was going to build her originally as a telekinesis and pyromancer. And the idea was that she would be able to make her blades, her axes, burn and use telekinesis to throw them and whirl them around her head, which bizarrely is a combination of willpower and weapon skill. So she'd basically be able to run through things, hacking them up with swirling, flaming axes. But it was like, but she should not get into that until at least rank 4 because she will die. But Johnny's proved us wrong.
That's what I like to do.
Yeah, I thought he was being reckless when they all had the shotguns after having to grapple about 5 turns unarmored against a stormtrooper. Makes you go, I'm gonna die.
I really wanted to play this combat tactically, and then Alan mentioned blood on the floor, and I was like, I have to react to that. I have to roleplay that because it says on my character sheet that I have a bloodlust. So
there we go.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Enjoyed. To be honest, I've enjoyed coming back and grabbing all you lot.
Yeah, we've
taking
saved
Nixios' hand.
You've saved Tommy Lee's life there, basically.
And giving you a bit of health back. Mm-hmm. Snuck out of combat, snuck round the corner. Grabbed you all.
If you hadn't helped me, even with the really good roll I had, I would have still carried on burning. So you've saved Tommy Lee, definitely.
Saved the day, man.
Okay, guys.
Oh no, Courtney's slain all the enemies.
You'll have a couple. You'll get a couple of mono knives out of it, though. Cletus, which should be useful.
Yeah, definitely.
Got a quick.
I have my next mission. You'll see when I do my go. There is a body on the floor.
Search that body. Search the shit out of it.
It's your go, Cletus, top of the round.
Cletus moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's the body of Servitor? I'd see it, wouldn't I, from where I am? Can you ping it for me?
Yeah. Just 1 moment, please. You will see the body of the tech adept.
Yep. I like it.
Okay, so do you see it?
6, 7, yep. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. You make a full
perfect.
Over to the corpse.
Yep.
Tommy Lee, what are you doing?
I do that silently, though. Can I do my silent move with it?
You can.
Because I don't want anybody to hear me going over there.
You can. I'd make a concealment and a silent move, please.
Concealment. Oh, well.
These are opposed.
And, yep. And silent move. Yep.
Okay. Right, so after Cletus, it's Tommy Lee. What are you doing, Tommy?
I'm going to spend my full turn reloading the revolver, which is 2 full turns to reload, so I get to reload 3 rounds.
Okay. Right.
And I'm also going to pat Mr. Nixios on the shoulder. I'm going to go, hoo-wee! That was a mighty fine shot!
Splendid. Nixios blanks you. It's now Nixios' go. It's your go, buddy. Tommy Lee was speaking to you.
Yeah. Finally got my eye in again, Tommy.
You look like you were stumbling around the place, for a while there.
Hey, Nixios, it's your go. What would you like to do?
Right. It'd take half a turn for me to interpret what the servo skull's done, or would it have pinged off last turn?
What the servo skull has done? What do you mean? I'm not with you, mate. What?
Like the servo skull should be pinging at every junction.
Yeah, okay. That's a fair comment. So when you come around here, the servo skull scans the room. You can bring up your data slate and look at it, and that it basically be full turn, but you can then take in all the information that the servo skull gives you. Would you like to do that?
A full turn?
Well, it's like a half turn to draw your data pad. Oh no, you got the needle rifle in both hands, haven't you? It's a two-handed weapon, the needle rifle. Is that right?
Yep.
So you let the needle rifle go, and then you have to draw the data pad at half an action, and then maybe half an action to just look at it and interpret. Okay, that seems fair.
No, that's not good.
Well, fuck you, James. It takes 4 turns to look at the data pad. Okay, so what's happening?
Where's Courtney gone to everyone?
You don't know. I mean, you lost track of her.
We've all lost track of her.
She's bum rushed away.
The crazy lady went running.
Right. Well, I'm gonna have to use the servo skull then.
Okay, so the servo skull is scanned. You bring up the data pad. You have a look. So what the servo skull tells you. I'd like you to make an awareness test, please, at +20 for the skull. Okay, so the skull is registering. Let's see how to do this. So you register a heat source which you can see to be Cletus, because it has 4 arms. You see another kind of heat source on the floor which you take to be the dead body of a tech adept. You also see the kind of metallic components coming out of that body. So it's partly human, partly machine. You see a chemical leak coming out of one of these tanks, and the servo skull registers the chemical to be coolant, which must be part of the heat exchanger system. You also detect over in the corner a section. A portion of metal. It would appear in a crate.
But nothing further away.
That's metal.
So this is this room you're scanning. There's no other life signs in this room other than Cletus and the tech adept. This room is clear. So when I'm talking about this room, I'm talking about where are we?
Yeah. Metal.
Scan it.
Metal.
There's a crate over. Where are we? There's a crate over here that is full of metal.
Can I make an intelligence test and figure out what that could be?
Yeah, let's go for an intelligence test and let's see if you've got any relevant skills. So yeah, we'll go for intelligence.
This room is clear.
The room is clear. You're quite confident this is a precious and noble metal, platinum.
Why would they have platinum here? Well, that goes into Nixios's personal stack. Right, that's someone else's go.
Okay, so it's now. After Nixios, it is. Where are we?
This room is clear. Spread out. Find Courtney.
Yes. The room is clear. Very good. So, Courtney, you're going to get shanked. Shank. It's a hit.
Okay.
Would you like to dodge?
Harry.
I'm going to dodge that one. I'm going to dodge. Parry's a redundant form of defense for. And, yeah. No, she doesn't.
Okay, hits you in the body. Oh, for fuck's sake. And
yes.
he can't seem to hurt you with this mono knife, and he can't seem to roll above a 1. It just doesn't seem fair that you just get to bum rush in, Johnny, and get away.
That's 2 traps.
It's Courtney's go. So.
She's gonna do an all-out attack. She's plus 30, isn't it? So
it is plus 30.
It's amazing. It's amazing how we all mock Johnny for his lack of fate points, and he just goes, "Ha! Kill!"
I could roll a dice. The dice
with Dares wins. Oh, she misses.
Okay,
fate point.
No, I ain't got any left.
You've used your 1.
I've used my 1 fate point.
Yeah, you no longer have 2. You burnt 1 last session. So
I did. Yeah.
That's your go. This soldier you're facing is proficient, and he dodges out of the way of your attack. Top of the round is Cletus. You want to do a search, I imagine?
Well, he's got a hand flame and a weapon in his hand straight away, hasn't he?
Yeah. So are you doing a search or not?
Will it be just quicker for me to just take those weapons, or shall I search him? What would be your option?
If you want to, it's certainly quicker if you just want to take the weapons that are obvious.
Yeah, I'll take the weapons. And has he got the ammo in his hand, or did he manage to put it in the gun?
So it looked like he was in the process of reloading it, but to be honest, Cletus, you're not really familiar with this weapon, so you're not quite sure how it works, whether it's loaded, whether it's not loaded. It looked like he was loading it, but you just don't have any experience with this sort of weapon. This is some sci-fi shit.
Wow. I'm going to pocket it and I'll take it. I'm going to definitely take it. I'm going.
Pistol, go use it, you bloody lizard.
Sorry, mate. I needed a hand weapon.
So you're taking the halberd, yeah?
Yeah.
So what you've got here is a mono halberd.
Nice.
The stats on the weapon, if you use it, it's a bit shorter than you might expect a full-on halberd to be. You can use it either one-handed or two-handed. If you use it one-handed, it does D10 plus 3 damage. If you use it one-handed, it does 1d10 damage. It has a pen of 2 because it is mono, and it's balanced.
Alan.
Hello.
2 things. First of all, what happens if you use it four-handed? And also, I've sent you a message. I don't know if you know that. I just thought I'd send you a message.
No, I haven't been keeping track on my phone. So
I've literally just sent it.
I'm aware of that. Thank you for helping out, Dave. I'm aware of that. I'm also using a bit of artistic license, I would say, in what I've been saying.
I didn't know if you were or not. I thought you maybe were.
Yeah. So,
all right, I'm going to hold it two-handed with my 2 lower arms. Actually, no, with my 2 upper. Maybe free-handed.
Okay.
On my pistol with you. No, it's got to be 2. I've got a flamer and a gun now, and a 2-handed halberd. I'm doing well in my life now.
So I'm going to stick with that. Halberd in 2 hands, hand flamer in 1, revolver in another. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. You're feeling a bit more potent.
Oh, fuck. Take it back, Cletus. Somehow that thing suits you.
Tommy Lee, what are you doing?
Boss.
Tommy Lee.
Sorry, just 1 second. That's a kind of half action to just pick up the weapon, so you still got half. If you
Okay, I'm going to use the other half to start moving.
Okay.
No, I'm 1, 2. I'm going to help Courtney if she's having trouble. 3, 4, 5. Wait a second. What do I see? Aha.
Okay. I'd like you to make an awareness test, please.
Okay. Nope.
Okay, so you see Courtney, and you see she's in combat with a stormtrooper. You also see a corpse of a stormtrooper at her feet. She's felled one of them. She's wielding an axe.
Well
like
done, Courtney. She'd be pretty proficient.
Tommy Lee.
I'm going to run to where I have just moved myself. Must specify the run.
Okay. That's your go then, yeah? Nixios.
All right, where's Cletus gone? They're not there, has he?
Make an awareness test. And Cletus, make a concealment roll. Oh, actually, no, forget it, James. You've still got your data pad in front of you. You've still got the heat signature, so you do know where he's run. But visually, you might struggle to see him, but we'll just skip that bit because you've still got that servo skull data pad combo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wall here. Between. I know there's a wall here. Is there another one? That a wall as well?
That's kind of like a raised area. So there's some steps here, and this is kind of like a ledge which you can step up onto.
4, 5, 6.
Okay, so the servo skull does a scan. I'd like you to make an awareness test at +20. You've still got the data slate. So you don't need to use a half action to draw it. But if you want to interpret what it sees, it'll be a half action.
Can I keep the data slate in one hand and then the rifle? What do they call it? Where they just run around in the hand. You know, basically just keep a relaxed grip on the rifle so that I can drop the slate and we'll rifle up.
Yeah. I basically said you've got like a strap attached. You need a rifle.
Yeah.
No, you don't have to redraw it.
Yeah, perfect. Tactical, see? That's how we do it in the administrator.
Just got to get yourself a thermos flask now, and then.
All you need, man. Then the circle is complete.
And then the poontang will start rolling in.
Oh, it will. It will. It works for it.
Okay, so you make your awareness test. You look at the data slate, and your servo skull. First of all, you register Courtney fighting with a stormtrooper up ahead. You see the still warm corpse of a stormtrooper leaking blood that Courtney has obviously felled. You see a booby trap, a tripwire, presumably, and it seems to be attached to a frag grenade. I'll highlight where it is to you.
That's the one that's gone off.
No. This is a one that has not gone off. So I'll put. These are where the two traps are. You can detect some energy readings going on beyond where Courtney is. Some sort of surge of energy. And finally, let's have a little look.
There's a what the energy what?
There seems to be some sort of energy surge going in a room beyond where Courtney is.
I think they're rigging the place to blow, people. Right. What do I know about this area we're in?
It's the heat exchanger, so it's the heat from the ship's cogitators and from the mass drivers is exchanged via kind of a mechanical constructs and a coolant system, and the heat then travels further back down the ship to engineering where it's recycled. So it's taking excess heat from some very demanding ship systems, and it's transferring that heat to other areas of the ship where it can be reused by other processes.
Do I know if that energy buildup is within normal parameters? Or
you're not sure. Well, make an intelligence test. Make an intelligence test. Minus 20, because it's not really something where you're specialised. Okay, yeah, you're not sure.
Okay, cool.
So that's your go, Nixios.
Yep.
The stormtrooper, what's he going to do? It's starting to get problematic here.
Can he see me?
He doesn't appear to have noticed you, but he's got his. He seems to be totally focused on Courtney at the moment. He's going to attempt another time to shank you, Courtney, and he fails to do so.
Good.
Courtney, it's your go.
Okay, she's going to do an all-out attack on him. Actually, just an aimed attack, like a half-aimed attack.
So half aim. So
yeah,
single hit is plus 20.
Plus 20. Oh, for God's sake, just die. For throne's sake. Oh.
Not like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Painful.
I'd say he's too proficient at foe. You can't seem to land a blow on him.
Mm-hmm.
Top of the round is Cletus.
Cletus is going to charge.
Okay.
I'm going to try. Yep, I'm charging that way.
Okay. And what are you going to hit him with?
I'm going to hit him with the two-handed on the halberd. I haven't got the rules for it, so I can't click on it. But first, I'll roll for weapon skill.
It's D10 plus 3. I'll add it into your inventory when I get a chance.
Yeah, no worries. So, was it plus 20 for charging, is it?
Plus 20. Also, plus 10 for ganging up.
Yes.
Plus 30.
To hit. D10 plus... Oh, first of all, he's going to try and avoid your attack. And he fails to do so. Roll damage, D10 plus 3 plus your strength.
Oh. That's it. My strength is... My total is 4 of my strength, and what's plus 3, you said?
Plus 3.
So 4, that's 7. Yeah.
Total of 8. So he must have seen you coming in, because he actually turns aside as you come in with your blow, and you only just nick him, and you don't seem to have done any damage. Tommy Lee.
Circle Matus! Oh, sorry.
Are you there, Tommy? Tell me what you're up to. What's your...
Yeah, I'm gonna say over the comm. Yeah, Cletus, you got a weapon now. You kill them some bitches, and it's nice to see you're still awake, because I know you sometimes nod off around this time. And I'm gonna search the corpse.
Tommy Lee breaking the fourth wall. Splendid work. Okay, so what are you doing a search? You say?
I'm going to search the tech adept corpse.
Make a search roll, please.
He's a cheeky monkey.
Oh,
We love it.
Just.
Oh, my word. Very nice. Very nice indeed.
Skin of my wooden teeth.
Okay, so just 1 second, please. Let me get my sheet up.
Did they set on fire?
Did whom set on fire? Sorry.
My wooden
Tommy Lee's
teeth.
wooden teeth.
No.
My wooden teeth burn. I can't eat the cheese.
No. They didn't even singe.
They're too moist.
Tommy Lee, you find a combi tool.
I've seen them on the
You're not quite sure exactly what it is because it's like a sci-fi tool, but it's pretty. You think it's useful. So you take what it is. You might. I'm not sure. You tell me. But it's this combi tool. You find a personal cogitator. You find a 2 canisters of promethium, which you believe are the used for the hand flamer, which you're on the receiving end for. You also see that he's wearing some form of flak armor. It'll take you some time to take all that off, but quicker to take off would be his cloak, his red robes. You actually think that this is some sci-fi shit as well, and that this might turn a blade, for example, the cloak itself.
All right.
You also recognise that he has several metal parts, which you can't remove, but you think they may be of value.
All right. Okay.
You also find 25 thrones.
Sweet.
So you can take any of that apart from the augmetics and add it to your character sheet. The armor would take you time to take off, but the cloak you could take off fairly quickly.
All right. What I've done, Alan, just in case you look at my character sheet and wonder what the fuck I'm doing, I'm adding what I've taken, and I've put what I know is there but haven't taken in brackets.
Very good. Okay, so Tommy Lee, that's your go.
Mm-hmm.
Nixios, it's your turn.
Right. Which direction is the energy build-up in?
Due north, but basically there's a room beyond where Courtney is, and it's approximately here.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up here, Al.
Uh-huh. So the entrance to the room is here.
Sorry, ping it, would you?
Yeah, I did. Can you see this?
Can't for some reason.
I don't know. I'm pinging it. I don't know. Let me draw on the map instead.
I'm pinging that.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The door is. Oh no,
on
the wrong layer. Maybe it's because I was on the GM layer. Maybe the door's here.
Yeah. Is it locked? Well, is it?
No. There's the door. The door is not locked.
Is it open?
Yeah, it's ajar.
No, can I just poke my head around? Because I've run up there 12.
Can
I just poke my head around and have a little gander at what's going on.
Is that as far as you can go? Just give it a sec. I'm just going to move you while I clean some shit up. Okay, so just poke your head round briefly. Well, when you poke your head round, you see another tech adept, and you see again he's got the metal components. Again, he's got the mechadendrite coming out of his back, and there is some sort of data link that's coming out of his metal face into a cogitator that's directly in front of him. And you also see the missing fuel cell, which you were told about by Laura during your briefing. And he seems to be trying to interact with the cogitator itself.
Oof.
That's your go, Nixios.
Yeah, it is. Thanks, man.
Stormtrooper. Now he's in real trouble now. He's going to carry on attacking Courtney.
Okay.
And he hits you.
Okay, she's going to dodge that.
Okay.
With any luck. Drama. And she's going to do it. I believe. Yeah, no.
Close. The knife scores into you, and it does. Haha! Finally, does 9 wounds to your. What's that? 9 wounds to your leg, your left leg.
Ow!
So, and it's got a pen of 2.
Oh.
I think that's a total of 4 after your reduction, I believe.
Okay.
Toughness 3, yeah.
Yeah.
And then 2 from your armor. So he does 9 wounds, minus 5.
It's
4
4.
wounds.
It's 4 my armor.
Yeah, but he's got a pen of 2 because it's a
All right. Yeah. So that's 4, is it?
I dislike the glee that Alan took as GM in rolling so high.
It's because he did terrible all night, though. The guy had done terrible all night.
Yeah,
I should be what's the word? Non-biased, shouldn't I?
Trouble with that as well, he's a spiky, and every now and then, like he gets some
theoretically.
I was just watching it like sport. I was
him as a GM.
Guilty.
He might not have done much damage to you guys, but he blinded James for a session and a half, and I've been on fire.
Would you like me to be? To make it easy
like that?
No.
Yeah, true.
Because I won't do it.
It's a tricky balancing act, isn't it? You know, damage.
I mean, I genuinely thought at the start of this one, oh no, I'm just going to burn Tommy Lee to death in the very first seconds, and he's going to have a shitty game but it had no other choice but to try and burn you the second time. You know what I mean? Like you just stood there, so you had no other option really. So
exactly, that's why I did what I did. But if I had died, I would have just said, "Alan, give me an NPC. Let me fucking fight these guys."
Cool. Yeah, I think you'd take it fairly well. I think if
I would.
Yeah. So
I definitely would.
Yeah. Anyway, so where are we now then? So Courtney.
She's going to do a full all-out attack this time. Just try and finish this guy off. Finish him, basically. Will it so? And it's going to happen with the music, and it's going to be exciting. She makes this strange sound.
She joins Tommy Lee in the cheese song.
And she joins in the cheese song, and then she strikes with all her might and fury. And she misses.
Yeah, like I say, Cletus, you see as Courtney, she's spirited, she's enthusiastic with her axe, but she's not a trained soldier like the stormtrooper is.
Wait, did she not get +10 for ganging up?
Oh yeah,
she does get +10 for ganging up. She enthusiastically hacks into the stormtrooper.
Yeah, cheers, Dave. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Who cannot parry because he's already used his reaction.
Oh!
While his attention is turned on Cletus, Courtney hacks into his back. Actually, no, hacks into the back of his leg. And just chops it clean off at the back of the knee.
Yes. I'm in a very strange position here because on one hand I want to see Johnny get mauled, but on the other I love it when he kills things with ridiculous attacks that shouldn't work.
I mean, that's the kind of the joy of the game is that you don't really know what's going to happen. And I thought, Johnny, I've tried to warn you multiple times, don't bum rush in.
Yeah,
bum rushed in, and he made it work.
And he's proved you wrong.
It's the
he also kept the axe. You know what I mean? He's like,
I know.
Guys, I'm having the axe. I'm gonna.
He's such a prick. Yeah. He really is. He's such a cunt for that. And I'm going to stop talking about him like he's not here now.
Okay.
Hey, what?
So, right. So, guys, what we're going to do now? So, Courtney, you chop Stormtrooper down. What we're going to do now is we're going to move out of combat, out of initiative order. The tech priest turns. He's still got this cable that's coming out of his face and into the cogitator in front of him. And Nixios, you see him turn. You see him look at you. You see that he's also not armed. His weapon is just beside him on this cylinder that's beside him. And he turns to you. He sees, and he must have also heard what's been going on. He turns to you. And he goes, and he holds out his hand as if to stop his impending murder. So my question is do you stop to listen? Or do you But you take him out. What are you doing?
Yeah,
So we're out of initiative order now, unless I need to put us back in initiative. What's going to happen? What do you guys?
In the jobber.
Sorry, say again.
His mechadendrite has not removed itself.
No. Well, he's got his mechadendrite, which is with a claw, but there's actually like a data cable coming out of his face into the cogitator. That is still in there.
Yeah.
Chop it off.
Point blank.
Oh, sorry, wrong person.
Time for a cold shot.
Sabotage the ship and everyone on it. No, sir.
He goes, wait! And Nixios executes him with the needle rifle. He falls to the floor, and his cable snaps. He drops. You don't listen to what he had to say. Guys, you have killed all of the traitors. We're outside of initiative order. You can now kind of go looting or anything else you might want to do. You know,
I'm going to do a bit of looting.
If I need to, we'll go into initiative. But
yeah, can I monitor the energy build-up?
Okay, you monitor it, and it seems to be subsiding.
Well, I think we should listen to what this guy has to say. Oh.
I'm going to take...
I mean, saboteurs. Anything could have happened. They could have endangered all the lives on the ship.
Yeah, I had an issue with Sabatons once. They didn't fit my feet too well, and I had to go find a different pair.
Sometimes actions speak louder than words.
I just broken Hayden.
you put armor into a joke. I love it. Job word conversion. Oh, that's amazing. Sorry.
That's what I'm here for. Can I move?
Yeah, you guys, you can do it. You want just speak up as you want to do stuff, and like I say, if I need to, I'll put you in initiative order. But otherwise, just speak up and we'll do what you.
Check what he was doing. I do have tech use. I'd like to try and figure out what he was aiming for.
Okay, I'd like you to make a tech use test, please.
Can I use the toolkit?
Yeah, I think the toolkit you can always use to add +10 to tech, I believe.
D2 data slave. Have I not added it all? Toolkits. I had a general toolkit from a guy at the start when we came in.
Oh yeah, that's not a combi tool, and I think it's the combi tool that gives you +10 to tech. Let's have a look what the general toolkit does. Let me
I'm sure it was a combi tool, wasn't it?
No, the original one was just the regular tools. Tommy Lee has a combi tool, which he took off a tech adept, but the engineer only had regular tools, which do not add +10 to tech. I don't think you know that Tommy Lee's got the combi tool either.
Right, well, I'll just have to try a basic.
Basic tech use, yeah. Okay, so you're quite proficient, quite a smart person. You think you can work out what the plan was here. It's like you say, he was trying to sabotage the ship. You believe that he was trying to damage the heat exchanger system to kind of encrypt the computers and set explosives and mean that the ship couldn't deal with the excess heat. And you theorize that this would damage the mass drivers and also the ship's cogitator banks. So in effect, trying to kill the computers which make up, pretty much the brain of the ship, if you like. So he was definitely trying to sabotage the ship. You have no doubt of that. And it could have been crippling.
Yeah, proper sabotage. Cool. Then I'm going to search.
Before you carry on, is there anything anyone else like to do while you're doing that? Hayden?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go on, Hayden.
If you just want to let you.
Right, I've just rolled for psychic power of healing for Courtney right next to me with a 10 result plus my psychic power, so that's definitely a pass. And roll a 2 for my D5, and so Courtney's got 2 wounds back.
Courtney, you gain 2 wounds.
Oh.
Would you add that to your character sheet, please?
Fantastic. Oh, I feel better already. You've got healing hands.
We must tend to be wounded. Tommy Lee, can you come to our position? And I'm also going to come over here where this tripwire is and know where these.
Okay, so Nixios had a go. Cletus, you've had a go. Courtney and Tommy, is there anything you wanted to do, or while they're potting around and helping and what have you? Or
I would like to.
One at a time, please, guys.
Go on, Johnny.
Yeah. Go on, Dave. No, go on, Dave. Oh, you want me to go?
Yeah, you go.
All right, I'm going to search the stormtrooper and see if I can find a comm bead in his ear. See if there's anybody else on the line.
Okay, you remove his helm. He does have a comm bead. I'd like you to make a search roll also, please.
Okay. So my search is terrible, so search. No.
Okay, so you see that he's firstly dressed in full carapace armor, stormtrooper carapace. You see that he's carrying a mono knife and a pump action shotgun. You see that he has a photon grenade. You take his helm off, and you see that you find his comm bead.
Excellent stuff.
Okay, so that's where we'll leave you there. What about you, Tom?
Yeah.
I'm going to shuffle in. I've holstered my pistol, and I'm leaning on my staff a bit with my arm full of shit that I've looted, and I'm going to drop most of it at Nixios's feet. And I'm going to go, Mr. Nixios, I found some shit, and I don't know what the fuck it is. And I'm going to drop the combi tool and the personal cogitator at Nixios's feet.
Brilliant. Thanks, Tommy. We're gonna loot these guys for everything they're worth and hopefully find some wealth for the group. But come over here and I'll try and give you some healing for those horrific burns.
It's fine. I've had worse. And I'm going to turn to Cletus. Cletus has got a hand free, hasn't he? I mean, he's got his two-handed halberd, but he surely can hold it in one hand if he's not attacking.
Well, at this point in time, I would have. I'd fill my pockets with my pistols, and I'm still holding an arm. I'd be holding it in one arm. I could touch you with my healing hands.
No, that's not what I want. I'm going to slip the 2 flamer canisters into Cletus's hand, and I would like to try and make a sleight of hand roll while I do this.
Okay, off you go.
I don't have sleight of hand. So it's half my agility. So my agility is 32, so I need a 16. Yeah, it's quite obvious.
Okay, what were you trying to do that you telegraphed to Cletus?
So what I'm trying to do basically is, while I drop the stuff off to Nixios that I've brought, I'm trying to basically pass in the hand flamer fuel without anyone seeing. But obviously, I'm really shit at it.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you're not hiding anything, Tommy.
No, and then I'm gonna. I'm gonna stick around because
I'd like you to add 2 reloads.
Thanks, Tommy.
For your hand flamer. Okay, so where are we next then? So Nixios, you want to do a bit of healing?
Yeah, I'm going to heal Tommy Lee, who I presume is looking pretty rough.
Yeah, I'm fucked, mate.
Just a light burning.
I had worse.
It's true. Okay, so I think if that's a fail, you don't.
Yeah, give me a sec. I'll re-roll that with my other fate point.
So Tommy Lee, are you lightly wounded?
Just a second. I might be.
Oh, Tommy Lee.
Yes.
I'd like to remind you that when you got healed earlier, you get +1 healing from all sources due to your perk. You are tough as old boots, Tommy Lee.
Oh, I am. Yeah, I'm tough as old boots. Yeah.
He's had +1 wound from his heal, from Cletus's heal.
Yeah.
What about? So that's 4 degrees of success, right? Are you lightly wounded?
I am. I've got 12 max and I'm on 8.
Okay. So your intelligence bonus is what, Nixios? Is it 4?
5.
5. And you've got 4 degrees of success. So you heal Tommy for 9 wounds.
Wow.
Tommy's feeling real good right now.
Do you want to try and heal Courtney up as well?
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good word, Nixios.
How many wounds are you on, Courtney? And out of
I am now on 4 wounds out of 9.
Oh, 4 out of 9.
Yeah.
And you're tough. Oh, I always forget how this works.
I've tried healing Courtney, haven't I?
Okay, so I think you're lightly wounded as well. So would you make another heal roll, please? Nixios?
Cool.
Excellent.
Okay, so that's 7 wounds to 8 wounds to Courtney.
She's back on full.
Okay, so Nixios gets his medikit out.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Medin. Well done with those stormtroopers.
Yeah. I never knew you could swing an axe like that. Pretty impressive, little lady.
Neither did I. I don't know what's going on with my voice today. I'm struggling a bit.
Well,
hey, but
they're all. Sorry.
I was just going. Hey, but while I'm telling you this, I'm just going to loot all the armor off this last guard.
Can we late everything? Can we move as a team and loot everything?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, inventory it and designate it.
You know, exactly. Like, we're going to need to spread these out to the team. This whole thing is really as a, we're going to need to make maximum use.
Okay, that's fine. I'd like you, please.
I agree. You're the boss.
I'd like you, please, to each make a search roll.
Okay.
And then I shall give you a list of the loot that you take from each of these 4 traitors.
Okay.
So what about the augmetics of the tech adepts? Are you going to try and hack them off, or are you going to leave them there? Say stuff like the mechadendrites. These tech adepts got bionics on them effectively. You don't need bionics, but
take the bodies as well. Ready for processing or whatever. So
no, you can. You don't
mechadendrite.
have to take the bodies because you can. When you see Laurie, you can get her to send some goons in to take the bodies.
Oh.
You don't have to bring the bodies up.
No, I'm not bothered about the mechadendrites and shit. I don't think any of us are gonna use them.
Okay, so
if you lose an arm,
well, that's it. You never know when you get to lose an arm, do you? So Hayden, Jonathan,
I'm a character. I've got characters with one arm missing.
Can I have a search from Tommy Lee, please?
Let's go for a piss.
Okay.
Yeah, Alan, I just sent you a Facebook message.
No
Can I use the servo skull to add any bonus to this?
Sorry, I missed that, James. Will you please?
Can I use the servo skull to add any bonus to the search?
Sure. Add a +20 for the skull.
Cool.
Did you use it to systematically scan?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Alan, I'm gonna point out to the group that the guy I looted has some metal bits. I don't know. He kind of seems like he might not be quite right. And I'm also going to take his robes and put them on.
Okay, so the robes give you +1 armor to each location and can be stacked with armor. You could also take his actual armor if you wanted to start taking it off.
Yeah, sure.
So he's got flak, which is 3 points of armor to each location. So that'll give you a total of 4 on each with the cloak and the flak, Tommy. So I'll go through the other stuff that you loot. You've got 2 stormtroopers here. Each is wearing a full set of stormtrooper carapace. So the weight on stormtrooper carapace is 17 kilograms per suit. It has 6 points of armor on each location, but it gives you penalties to silent move.
That's no good for me then.
You can't. Well, no, you can't wear it because it's not. It would need.
Can't I put a shin guard on?
I quite like the carapace suit, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
Roger.
what you need, Cleus, is you could maybe take a suit and have it kind of customized for you. If you wear it piecemeal, it won't give you as much armor because it's not giving you the proper full coverage. What you really need for your unique physiology is some bespoke armor making.
Yeah.
Which we would.
And plus it would penalise your silent move and stuff like that.
I want a mesh bodysuit.
Yeah, carapace isn't good for stinkies.
I've got a suit of flat.
I'd rather go for a mesh bodysuit, even if it's like custom fitted onto my frame, like the assassins. That'd be fine.
Yeah, again, flak jacket. The problem is anything you give Cletus, it's not going to fit him properly because he's a fucking mutant.
Would he be able to wear the jacket and then have like a couple of arms like inside the jacket?
Alan's like trying to tell you how to get around this ruling.
You just need to get Alexa to customize your suit of armor. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Which you've already requested. You've already requested bespoke armor from the techies. What's up, Hayden? I see your hand up.
Would a cloak help Cletus?
A cloak. So the tech adept does have one of these cloaks. Again, it's awkward. I mean, if you kept all your hands inside, it would maybe give you some armor.
Yeah.
As soon as you start doing your thing.
Yeah, no use for me then.
Not so much. So there is another one of these kind of armored cloaks of the tech adepts. There's one of those. There are 2 pump action shotguns.
Floating around.
There are 2 pump action shotguns with a total of 40 shells between them. There's 1 photon flash grenade, I think, that Courtney's already seen. And one on the other stormtroopers. There's a total of 2 photon flash grenades.
I'm gonna take the photon flash grenade.
There's a frag grenade here that you could potentially disarm from this tripwire trap if anyone's feeling brave enough. Or you could just leave it where it is.
So somebody might trip over it.
There's a las pistol. This other tech adept had. There are 2 mono.
I have the las pistol. Oh no, I've got 2 good pistols, don't I? Unless Brady wants his pistol back, and then I'll have the last pistol.
There's also 1 unit of platinum, grade A platinum.
Oh, useful. Don't know what for, but...
Hello.
Can I make a request and a suggestion, which is something I'm going to do in my games because it's come out of D&D? Can you make a handout called Master Loot List?
What, for like group loot?
Yeah, and basically give admin to whoever. I don't mind doing group loot, and when we do looting like this, I will add everything to it, and then we can, rather than everyone going, I'll have that, just give us all of it, and then we can share it out
That's why I was
That's sensible, guys. And we don't need to dwell too much on the loot.
No,
so what we'll do now is we're going to, if you guys want to head back and report your success, you'll take this loot with you, and we can divvy it up later.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't have to dwell on it. We don't have, we don't have to dwell on it.
Assume we're taking what we can carry.
Okay, and we can come back to that. So we'll move the game along a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we use the body as a skid to get the loot back?
Oh, we just carry it.
You could just carry it, but you I mean, you know, I guess, but there's no need to do that.
No, okay.
You head back. You head back to the entrance of the heat exchanger subsection, and waiting for you there is Laura, and she sees you all, apart from perhaps Cletus, and she sees you, Nixios, and she says, "Report."
Saboteurs have been sabotaged. We are all alive and confirmed sabotage. They were trying to detonate the heat exchangers or overload the heat exchangers. So.
Oh yeah, there was one more item which I didn't say. It was a fuel cell which had been stolen, which you can take as well. I missed that out. Okay, and she goes, and she looks you over, and she goes, "Excellent. I'm glad you made it back in one piece." And she leans over and she grabs your forearm, Nixios, and she gives it a little, a little comforting squeeze. And then she comes in for the corridors to be evacuated, and she leads you back towards your chamber. What's up? What's up, mate?
On the way back to the cell, just a bit of fluff, nothing major. I'm going to act a little weird, and I'm going to mutter to myself repeatedly, "I don't understand. They say we're going to die, but we're still alive. I don't get it. I thought we were going to die, but here we are. It's all good. It's all cool. I'm fine."
Very good. So it's day 9 after the orbital assault. You spent roughly half the day killing traitors. You're back at the cell.
Takes a good half day to kill traitors.
And that's where we're going to leave cell 54 for a moment.
But Hayden's still awake.
And I'm going to give you a little cutscene for a moment. So I'm going to say, meanwhile, on board the Malevolence. Well, this is slightly after anyway, but meanwhile, on board the Malevolence. Just 1 second. Let me just check. Okay. Inquisitor Lucius, Alexander, and Jagannatha sit in the briefing room in silence. They are joined by Laura Skysinger, personal assistant to the Master of Coin. She stands at attention and salutes, fist to chest. Laura looks immaculate in her naval uniform of white and gold. She is not invited to sit. "Report," commands the Inquisitor. "The operation was a success, my lord. Nixios took the Lizard Man, Courtney and the Swamp Dweller into the underdecks and dealt with the traitors. They killed all 4. There were no casualties. The tech adepts were trying to sabotage a ship. It seems that they intended to destroy the primary heat exchangers and overheat the ship's cogitators and primary weapons." "Clever," says Lucius. "It appears that we shall have to spread the Inquisitorial Guard even thinner across these vital ship systems." "There are several promising stormtroopers from New Batch that may be suitable for advancement into the Guard," proposes Jagannatha. Laura, what of Courtney? Did she appear normal? Laura pauses momentarily, not expecting the question. She appeared normal for Courtney. Lucius and Jagannatha exchange a look, only briefly. But Laura notices this, and she files the information away. Her face remains still. Lucius says, "Thank you, Laura. That is all. You are dismissed, and well done." Laura salutes again and turns to leave. She is interrupted, though, before she goes. "Oh, Laura, there was something else that you could do for me." "My lord?" "I fear Courtney must be getting terribly lonely and missing the company of someone her own age. Perhaps you would be so kind as to spend some time with her socially and ensure that she remains happy." Jagannatha speaks. "The young Psyker is of great importance to our campaign. She must be sheltered and treasured."
Oh.
Laura's free time is already in short supply, and internally she winces at this new responsibility. Plus, she is clearly aware of how dangerous Courtney is. Perhaps the most dangerous person on board. But she keeps her face still as she says, "As you command, my lord." "Very good," drawls Lucius. So guys, we're now assuming you're... I mean, how are we doing, Hayden? We're just going to check in on Hayden. Are we good, buddy? Oh, Hayden looking strong.
Come on, Hayden.
Hayden's
Come
looking
on, Hayden.
strong.
Yeah, he's looking good.
He's looking vital.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
We're going to travel back in time. We're going to go back in time.
Going back in time.
Today is the day of the orbital assault. We're going to catch up with Cell 53. We're going to go back in time 9 days.
Several weeks.
Well, who are these guys?
Cell 53. Do you remember?
Who?
Who? What? Where?
You are victorious. You have spearheaded the orbital assault, and you've captured the artifact painting. You have shattered the primitive mutant fanatics of the family.
Fuck them.
Casualties were few. The bayou is left in ruins.
Yay!
Lucius has given his victory speech and announced a feast for his army. And back at your rooms awaits roast boar and vegetables roasted in the boar fat, recaf and amasec, ale and clear, hot buttered bread, green jelly and recream. Alexa, as you walk back to the rooms, you realise that you are running at 85% efficiency. You resolve to run an algorithm at the soonest opportunity. The algorithm is called spendxp.exe.
Thanks.
As the army disperses and Cell 53 head back to their room, a servo skull comes up to you, Alexa. Seems to get close to you. You feel as if the ship is pleased you've returned in one piece.
No.
I'm going to move you onto another map. Back at the room, the promised feast awaits you. There is a servitor here to serve you. On Quintius's bed, curled up, is the cat monkey Kara. Who knows how she got in? She's the the animal that you saved from the automated incinerators. And upon seeing you, Quintius, Kara looks up, sniffs the air, and then goes back to sleep, promptly ignoring you.
Cat monkey. That funky monkey.
Here in the room are Arnold's trophies, the shiny bits, the orc chopper, the skull of Old One-Eye, and the skull of Reptile's bastard. Here in the room is Quintius's collection of walking canes. Did he really try and hammer a nail into a metal wall with a shoe? That seemed like such a long time ago. You had almost forgotten.
I hadn't.
You still have loot to investigate more thoroughly. A huge primitive chainsaw looted from Fatty, and a series of nails prized from the skull of another one of Reptile's bastards. But loot can wait for now. Now is the time for feasting. Today is the day of the orbital assault. And I'm going to go for a slash.
Okay.
So just John used to spend his XP, I think.
Yeah, we all spent ours. We're efficient, not like Johnny. Oh, sorry, I'm talking about him like he's not here again.
All right, sorry about that.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yeah.
Intelligence, willpower, trade skills.
Trade skills.
Yeah. Intelligence, willpower, and trade skills. Seriously, man. Tech priest. Best things you can do.
I don't even know how much XP I've got, to be honest. I can't remember.
It was several hundred.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I believe so, yeah.
That'll be on your character sheet as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll have a quick look down.
Yeah.
If you want a hand, Johnny, with metagaming removed, I'm more than happy to talk to you about what would be good for a tech priest. I know you quite combat orientated tech priest, so I would steer you towards some stuff that would be good for you as well. There's a load of shit you can get as a tech priest that is unique as well to tech priests. Some really cool stuff.
Okay, guys, I don't know if you can remember your old characters. I don't know if you can remember how they act and behave, but they're all, you're all together now. You have a feast in front of you. It's 8 o'clock, the day of the orbital assault. You return victorious to your room.
Okay. Let's have a quick look.
Hey everyone, that was glorious. Taking down that big fat head. Filled with joy.
Is there any alcohol present?
Yeah,
Alan?
Amasec and clear to choose from. Oh, and ale.
Okay, I'm going to... are there any drinking receptacles?
Yeah, there's mugs all over the table. I've also preemptively put a few empty mugs next door to Arnold there. Yeah.
Quintius is going to pour Arnold an ale, and he's going to pour Alexa and Jan and himself an Amasec. In a rare moment of self-servitude. He's going to pour everyone a drink. Arnold's is going to be a big ale. Everyone else is an Amasec. And he's going to say...
Did you do my ale first?
Yes.
When I see the Amasec coming round, I hold out my ale as well. After taking a swig out of it to make room for the shot of Amasec.
Yep, I'll drop a shot of Amasec in. And I'm going to look to you all and say, gentlemen, lady, here's a successful mission. I believe today we have finally, after all these many days, I don't really know, the passage of time is so hard to keep track of. When we were first thrust together into this life, to this place, to this world and life, I will admit I had my doubts. I mean, frankly, you're all beneath me. No, let me rephrase that. I believed you were all beneath me, but I realize now, in hindsight, being 2020 as it is, that it is not you that are beneath me. It is I that am beneath you. Arnold, you struck me as a very crude, vulgar person, but I have realized...
Shut up! You did a great show last time when you convinced everybody is dead.
Look,
Ghost of the brothers. You're amazing.
What I'm trying to say...
Just don't be down on yourself.
I'm not being
Quintus,
down on
let me speak. Let me speak.
No, fine.
Oh, that'll do.
Quintus is a bit drunk right now as well.
Heckle off the stage.
I was saying you did a great job. You're amazing, man. Thank you.
I know.
Thank you for complimenting.
I know. I was fantastic.
Don't be down. You play important parts.
It was my greatest role, and that was the point I was getting to. I spent my life trying to be someone that I wasn't. And I feel that out here in the miasmas, in this place, I can finally be who I am, which is who I am not and was never meant to be. I'll start again. I'm making no sense. So what I'm trying to say is, you guys are fucking great. I'm terrified of you all. Arnold, you could break me in half. Alexa, you just are fucking absolutely terrifying, and I'm scared of you. And Jan, I don't even understand what the fuck you are. But, let me butt. Shot of Amasek. What I will say is this. We fucking did this, did we not? We came here and we did what the God Emperor wanted of us. It was fantastic. And there was and there was stabbing. Oh, I am still very scared, I'll be honest. And I'm also very, very confused about everything that's going on. But we fucking won today. And that is why we're here, isn't it? To win and to make everything good. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yes, it is, Quintus. Quintus, come here. And Arnie has moved around the table while you were speaking and has come in a position to hug you and cheers, drinks with you, arm in arm, and have a swig with you. Go, you did amazing. And pat on the back. No, it's been considerate. He doesn't try to be overly madly with you at all.
Arnold, you see, I scared all those Xenos things. I was like, I'm an orc. Go fuck yourselves. They fucking believed me. Absolute cunts. All of them.
You're amazing. Jan, it's been a pleasure fighting by your side as well.
Jan was fucking terrifying. I was scared. I'll admit, I may have pooped my pants a little bit when Jan started getting all weird with his... I don't even know what you call it. But the things you do, Jan, fucking incredible. Absolutely mind-blowing. Can you teach me how to do those things?
I really used all the power that was available, man. I used the ancestors, really. I just wanted to live through that fight, man. It was,
and you did.
And else, I've never seen an orbital strike, man.
An orbit, yes. But the thing you did when you were like being all weird with your powers and Jan, honestly, it's like nothing I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot of strange things, but that was fantastic. And Alexa,
I'm a long way, man, since Port. Is it Port Chula, the first one that we went to?
Yeah, Port Chula.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, Port Chula.
A long way since Port Chula, man. We've all come of age down here with cut up teeth on the bayou, the miasma. It's made men of all of us.
I'm gonna
drink to that, and I'd say skull.
Skull. And Jan's gonna drink to Arnie.
Okay, jolly good.
I'm gonna go over to Alexa. I'm gonna put my arm around Alexa, and I've still got my drink in my other arm. And I'm going to
go. Just one second. Sorry to interrupt. Just let me. Just want to say, James, I've sent you a message, please, on Messenger, on Facebook Messenger. Dave.
Put one arm around Alexa.
Oh yeah, I know that, Al. I know, mate.
Drink in my other hand, and I'm going to go to Alexa. Are you naughty strumpet? You're a bit of a dark horse. You know, you're always like a bit mean to me, and fuck it, I don't care. But when the shit hits the fan, you with that big gun, fantastic. You're a woman who, you're a hell of a woman. I'm going to slap Alexa on the ass.
She's going to pull him into a chest, his head into a chest, and then pat him on the back a couple of times. There.
The moment that my head hits Alexa's possibly augmetic breasts, I'm just going to go, Mumsy.
I denied the augmetic breasts. I denied that earlier on because Johnny wanted to.
I said possibly.
I said possibly.
Yeah, I did want to put Callum in there.
That was denied for.
No, they're all natural. All natural.
Grinder boobs denied.
I've got some ideas, Alexa. I was inspired when we were on the planet, and I've got some ideas. I'll talk to you about it another day. Now is not the time to talk.
She's going to just do that thing. She's going to gently place him away from her, and then as he's talking, just put the finger on his lips. Like that.
Meanwhile, Arnold's looking at this, and he just grabs a bit of meat, rips off that massive carcass, a big chunk of it, starts chewing on it, open-mouthed, and sat on the table, slightly slumped, drinking his ale, eating this meat, and drinking his beer really messily. Enjoying the conversations going in.
Quintius is kind of in a similar state. There's a lot of grease and wine and stains on him, and he's going to go. You know what I've been thinking. They've been calling us Cell 53 since we got here. Cell 53. Well, how fucking impersonal. What we need is a name. A group name. Cell 53. Fuck off. We're not numbers. We're individuals. But we need a name to solidify our individualness as a group. Do you not agree?
Jan's going to tap his staff and say, yeah, man, we are brotherhood now.
Yes, Jan, you're on board. What about...
I agree.
What about the fucker-uppers?
Has a ring to it, you know.
Certainly does.
Have a ring. Because, if it's a ring, you're going to fuck it.
What about me? I resemble that remark. What about Lucius's luscious lips of fury?
Definitely not.
No, not a good one. Okay, very
Emperor's finest.
Smooth, unscarred lips he does have. Never hurt. Never taken a blow. Well, maybe they have. I don't know. Oh, sorry. Anyone else with a suggestion for how we should name ourselves?
What about the R team?
The R team. I like it.
I quite like the R team as well.
Wait, what about the arse team? No, that means something else.
We haven't even got to B, C, D, E, or F. We got straight for the R team.
Yeah, but we'll talk about this another day.
I like it. The R team, Lady Alexa, I think you're onto something there. The R team is us.
Perhaps we could
put the VR in irregular.
Perhaps we could refine that name somewhat. Calculating.
We should talk about this another day where there's much less alcohol involved. Anyway, Para,
There's no reaction from the cat monkey.
Fucking ungrateful.
It's like curled up at the foot of your bed.
Wait,
could be asleep.
You mean a bit like
Not
this?
a bit like that. Not exactly like that.
I'm gonna walk up to the servitor.
Okay.
After Dave does his thing. Dave, have you got anything more?
No, I'm good. I'm just fucking winging it.
I'm gonna walk up to the servitor, put my arm around its neck, and start drinking the ale straight out the jug from the servitor's hand.
Okay, it doesn't resist. It just goes compliance.
Yeah.
I'll give a servitor a quick hug around the neck, scrub the back of its metally bald head, and say thank you, and walk off with a jug.
Okay.
So what next, do you think? What preposterous, nonsensical, against all odds mission do you think? Because Lucius will set us on next that we're bound to succeed on. What do you think he's going to have us doing?
Try not to think about it. I want to get a bit more meat down my mouth.
You want to do what now?
What?
I'm gonna basically just say, I don't know, but the odds of survival will be low.
Fuck, Alexa. The odds of survival have been low since we got here, but here we are. We're alive and we're doing things. And you, girl, you have this ship at your finger. I mean, are they fingers or are they? You have the chips, your digitips. I don't know what you call them. We can do anything.
We're
amazing.
Fenrica, Basinga. Fenrica, Basinga.
You finger your
Fenrica. Oh, Fenrica. And Annie's painting around the room singing songs like that. Sorry, what? Carrying on.
And when Annie starts singing this song, Quintius stops drunkenly ranting and watches everything he does.
Annie is partying around the room while humming this song, what you've just heard in a few verses, and drinking his ale and partying.
Jolly good.
Did Annie go to the lodge on his pod, or did somebody go with it?
He's not been to any lodge, any totally innocent lodge. In fact, he spurned the offer quite angrily. And Eric Icebreaker retracted, tried to smooth it over with more clear when he got rejected so suddenly.
But was anyone with Arnie when he went to that meeting with Eric Icebreaker?
No, it was a one-on-one.
No. Okay.
There was only another NPC there, a Feruvian called Nosferitsu. But there was none of you there.
Uh-huh.
I probably backed him off.
Is people and the lore of the wolf associated with Fenris. While we drink, I'm going to sit there and listen to his, to whatever he'll tell me. Okay. I will actually go and look it up myself see what I can find, but I will hear it from his lips first.
Okay, so Yarn's inquiring about Fenrisian lore.
Well, Arnie will tell him all about the fishing in the tribes upbringing, and that actually are no wolf Fenris.
Okay.
He'll talk about the sea monsters and the times in his tribe proving for warriorness, and the times when the people and the ships came down and gathered the apprentices. And he was marked for one of them, but was captured before his time. And he'll go into a little bit of back history and how he got into the ship. And do you want to hear more, Bronny, or I could carry on?
Well. I mean, just regale it to Jan, because obviously it'd be a long time to go through.
I regale my backstory to you.
Jan is going to start putting together what's led you to the axe, and then who's going to give you the axe. And Jan's going to start.
Are you asking me directly, or are you just trying to make assumptions?
Well, right. First of all, Jan wants to know about the back history. He wants to know about the wolf, and then Jan is going to go off and yeah, actually, I'll ask about the people, and then he's going to ask, like, once he kind of understands the culture of Fenris, then he's going to ask where this axe has come from.
Okay, so it takes a good long while for you to kind of start talking about the culture, and are you open with Jan?
Yeah, I'm completely. Arnie's not a person to lie, so just tell you as it is in Arnie's way, as truthfully as he can.
And you like talking about home, and you like talking about your people. You know, you're proud to be a Fenrisian, and you know you're proud people. So, but this will go on for quite some time. This kind of talking of history and lore.
And in return, I will ask him about bits of his own place.
So are you gonna speak of Dusk openly, Jan?
Yeah, I'll speak Dusk openly, ask where he's from, and ask him questions as well.
I'm asking, will Jan speak to you openly about Dusk, which I don't think he's there, so I'll wait for him to come back. I presumably he will.
While them two are paired off talking, I want to take Alexa to one side.
Okay.
Johnny, I'm going to be very friendly towards Alexa because I'm drunk at this point, and I'm going to basically. I'm not flirting with Alexa. I am being very openly forthcoming with Alexa and basically praising her in a genuine way for what I've seen she can do lately.
Okay.
And I'm constantly as well saying what a great team we all make, despite our differences and despite the rough start we had. Yeah. And I know that we'll always have our differences, and I understand Alexa's background and why she doesn't like Quintius. But I want to put that aside. And also, what I'm going to do at one point is say, I have an idea.
I'm going to stop him. I'm just going to put my finger on his leg like that, and then take him by the hand, and then drag him off into a side room, then fade to black.
All right. Okay.
The only side room that we have are these toilets.
That'll do.
All right. Okay.
Are you taking Quintius into the toilets?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Okay. So you drag him off, and what exactly are your intentions here, Alexa?
Well,
say you want to fade to black. I think I can work them out. But
you can figure it out.
Okay.
But suffice to say,
how do you respond? How do you respond to this, Quintius?
Right. So for the first couple of minutes, as it's a little bit like Quintius is a bit oblivious at the start of all this because the alcohol is probably imbibed. But what he's talking about to Alexa is an idea he has about a weapon, and what he talks about is his sword stick cane that he has, and also the cane he has that he brought down on the planet with the helix.
She's going to ask about the dimensions of the cane.
I'm going to tell him it's not particularly girthy or long. It's quite a nimble sort of weapon, but it's all about how you wield it.
She's going to say that can be modified with certain techniques.
All right, so let's not make this any weirder than it needs to be. What I'm going to basically suggest to Alexa is that he has an idea for a weapon that is the sword stick cane he has, but with the hilt of the blade replaced with the helix.
As he's saying this, she puts the sword in the forge.
Replace the hilt of the weapon with the helix topped staff. So basically, take the helix top staff off, the helix part, make it into the hilt of the weapon, and convert it to be the handle of the cane. However, when this conversation,
you sort of pushed against the forge wall there, and the sword is right up to the hilt, and it's you're very steadily being pushed into the corner of the toilet while this is going on.
And after a few minutes of trying to explain this with Alexa being very forceful, and after he's got to the end of his point, he's going to just give in to Alexa and let it happen.
Okay, and then at the very end of it, the experience, at the very end, she's going to turn around with a data slate and then zip up and just show him the design with the specifications. Basically of what he was talking about, and then zip herself up and then leave the room. Okay,
so while you're off in the shower,
then, but before she does, but she's gonna get his face by her hand, and the little mechadendrite's gonna come out and spin round and tickle his ear, and then she's gonna push him back onto the toilet and then just walk out.
You've now got space aids from the honeypot transmitted from Quintius.
Yeah, well, I was wondering about that. At no point does Quintius try and dominate this encounter. He lets himself be dominated.
Yeah, damn right you don't. Damn right you don't, bitch.
Okay, so Jan and Arnold, you're not quite sure what's going on. I mean, you're having a chat about lore and culture. Them two have both gone off to the bathroom, and they seem to be gone for some time. So you talk about lore and culture. Jan, the cat monkey comes up to you and starts meowing and looking insistently at the boar.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to tear a bit of meat off while I see this going on.
Are you giving it to Kara, or are you eating it for yourself?
Yeah, I'll truck him a bit. I'll truck it a bit.
You chuck the cat monkey a bit of food, and it purrs and ooks in satisfaction.
Jan is going to precision telekinesis shred up the meat that was thrown to the cat.
Okay, please make her a psychic roll if you'd be so kind.
This is when the demon comes.
Yeah. Well, this
is where we get
to work like that, does it? So you talk of culture and Fenrisian law and whatever, while them two are off in the showers, and
I used too much power. I shouldn't be so frivolous.
You shouldn't, should you?
Oh, James, what have you done?
There is actual need.
I don't see any power roll.
I don't yet.
No, I haven't rolled.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Oh, you're not going to. You're not going
to
use power for no reason. Okay.
How can Jan judge others if he's so frivolous himself?
Very good. So, did you say you were going to ask him about the axe after plucking his, talking about his culture and his
after
world?
Listening to him, I will say, I'll ask him if, I'll remind him of what he said down on the planet regarding the blood god, and I will ask him if he heard that on his home planet.
No, I've never heard that on my own planet. It's weird. The axe is up on the wall at the moment.
Okay.
That's so hard.
He says, it's weird. Sometimes when I'm swinging that thing around, ideas pop into your head. I've never heard it before.
Left it did.
You hear the door slamming the cubicle a little bit. Sounds like somebody's having
the axe was given by finished. I was going to say to Brownie, I've forgotten what.
You don't remember using the words, man.
At one point,
I was going to tell you about how Johnny.
Sorry.
I just remember what I'm fucking on about. I'll forget again.
I know, that's what
Johnny the mischief maker.
I'll get, 2 more strikes and give you the dead arm when I see you next.
Oh, I've passed my dodge roll. There you go.
Anyway, Brownie.
So your
Yarn. I got this axe from Floki. He was a lodge member. He invited me to see his lodge. I said no, because it sounded dodgy. But he gave me this axe and asked me to get 10 skulls with it for giving me it. So I thought, well, yeah, I'll get skulls for it. It's like a hunting mission. Little know I love swinging the axe, and the axe loves me.
Your people are noble and fierce and resilient, man. And this man, he has taken the legend of Morkai. He has used it to corrupt you, man, with a dark power that draws power from bloodshed and mindless slaughter. You are not a mindless killer, man. I need to speak with this man because he is dangerous. You must take me to meet him. And we must consider never using this axe anymore.
Never.
Well, not unless the axe can be sanctified.
I tell you what, Jan. I love this axe. Do you have a suitable replacement for my axe? Why have I gone fucking Jamaican? Do you have a suitable replacement for my axe?
It's the Amasak Ale snake bite that you just had.
Yeah. Arnie. That's my name. So I'll.
The more you axe, man, the more you commit bloodshed. You do it in the name of an unholy power.
I'll tell you.
Take your soul.
All right then. I'll tell you what, Jan. How about we go return this axe together, so you get to meet this friend of mine?
He ain't no friend of yours, man.
Yeah, well, he was nice to me. I have no problem with my brother from Fenris, but maybe our goals might be slightly different, but I do not hate the man.
We will go and we will investigate and see what he has to say about this artifact.
Okay. But try be as tactful as you can, because going there saying stuff, he closed like a book last time I said no about him seeing the lodge. But
If this is as dangerous as attacks, he has no place on this ship. And no
to be honest,
interacting with the rest of the crew.
Since I put it down to get washed, I've not felt like picking it up just yet. It calls to me from the corner of the room. Even now, I think about using it to carve the meat I'm eating.
This is what I'm talking about, man. You're on the edge of corruption. Soon there will be no going back. And you'll be lost to us all. And lost to yourself.
Okay. Alright, Jan.
Alexa's going to stride out of the thing as if nothing's happened. But before that, she go to the adjacent cubicle and take a sample of what she's got into the forge, and test it for space aids. You take a sample of that, and then do a quick clear out, and then she's going to.
I'd like you to make a tech use test, please.
Excellent, thank you. Let's just make it real. Not test for corruption when you can. So, okay.
What exactly does occult? Would scholastic law occult? Would I be able to apply that to the legends of Fenris?
Not really. It's more stuff like I think there's a Scholastic Law legend. You can make if you make is it Forbidden Law cult? I'd like to make a Forbidden Law cult test. If you would be so kind, James. Alexa, you analyze the sample, and it is free of any form of sexually transmitted disease.
Excellent. Okay, just make a log of that.
You're muted. I didn't say what you said there, buddy.
I'm gonna file.
Unless Dave, I don't know about your character. You know, you're
that surprises me as much as it does anyone else.
You're welcome. I mean, it's your character. If it's, and ultimately you have full control of it. But you've not picked up anything off of Brittany. But if you want to countermand what I'm saying there, please feel free.
No.
Have you got space age?
That would be weeded out in the interview process.
As you know, Squinty's sitting there looking a little bit dazed. She's just taking a sample. She's going to use the same finger to then basically put it on his lip and go shh, and then push him back onto the toilet seat. Push him back onto the toilet seat.
I wonder where that finger was going for a moment.
Back onto the toilet seat and just like not a word, or you die.
Can I have a Forbidden Law cults, please, before we go? Right.
It's a Scholastic Law treat, isn't it? Forbidden.
Is it not? Okay.
I don't know why.
Is that right? I'm not sure that's right.
It's a difference.
Two different
there's
ones.
a difference between the law, yeah. Like
okay.
Scholastic law is more like what would be known within the administratum about certain things, but forbidden law is deeper law.
Okay.
I know this because I looked it up.
We've just discovered that. So
let's have a look at Jan and see what we've got. So he's got Scholastic Law cult. So yeah, just make a. It's Scholastic Law.
What I'm getting at is
Scholastic Law occult rather than and that's a difference between. There's a difference between Forbidden Law cult and Scholastic Law occult. I'm not quite sure what cult means in this regard.
Okay, so the way I see it, Al, I'm not trying to tell you how to play a game. I'm going to tell you how I would do it.
Appreciate your help, mate.
So, like, Scholastic Law is stuff that could be learned in the right environment. Forbidden Law would be stuff that you've not learned in any sort of educational facility, regardless of your position, but more like stuff you'd learn in the field, in a specific background, or in a specific career. The difference between cult and occult is about witchcraft, psychers, warp stuff, demonology. Cult is about why people would do stuff and what they would do, if that makes sense.
Okay. So I think, as far as I can tell, I don't think the Scholastic Law cult would be of much use in picking apart his Fenrisian background, apart from maybe some kind of sort of basic understandings.
Yeah, that's what Jan's after, really. Like,
so tell me what you're.
Or even more generically, can a corrupted weapon be sanctified?
Okay, so.
So I do actually know that, like, the axe Morkai that dude uses, like, that was an axe of corn, and that was reformed. Obviously, there's a whole infrastructure and knowledge behind that.
Okay, I would like you to roll a Scholastic Law occult. I'd also like you to roll a Forbidden Law demonology test, please.
Okay. Now,
it's like Jan might, in my opinion, understand from what he knows that this is something bad, but he might not know something about the particular practice and the demonology stuff. That's what I would think. If only he knew someone that knew a bit about forbidden cults. I don't know.
I'm going to eat some more meat.
We've got Tommy Lee. Yeah,
so remember, we're now 9 days back. So you have no awareness or knowledge of Tommy Lee in the sense that you know. You don't know what happened to him since. At some point in the future, Nixios is going to reach out to you and try and arrange a meeting. So you don't really need. You just need to let time pass, and that will come in time. But it won't happen before. It won't happen before day 9. So I'll tell you that for nothing.
the Book of Lies.
Yeah, you still have the Book of Lies.
Right. First of all, I'm gonna do a demonology. I'd like to use some powers as well, if you don't mind.
Of course. Be my.
Okay. Right. Power that will not be named. Ooh, yes. And also, yes. And then neck.
Hey, I don't mean to sidetrack anyone, but have we just had the first player-on-player sex scene?
Certainly.
Yeah.
And it was in the toilets.
Yeah, like it should be.
Keep it classy, boys.
Yeah,
Dave, your roleplay mission has now been fulfilled.
I know. My ambition is to have RP sex with all of you. By the way,
Right.
it's a hidden goal I have.
Put it on the
Yeah.
a notch on the bed.
Am I right to use the Book of Lies, Al?
I mean, do you want to get it out and have a little look?
Yeah.
Just gonna
So you
grab a drink.
When you consult the book.
I'm going to consult the book in trance-like state.
Do I get bonus points for having Alan have sex with himself?
The more that
Yes, you should.
The more that Arnold talks about that axe, and the more you start to piece things together, Jan, you become more and more convinced that the black iron axe is, in fact, a demon axe, that it somehow has trapped within it a portion of the spirit of a lesser or greater powerful demon, a creature from beyond the warp. And these weapons, can be incredibly powerful. But you also know that power comes at a cost, potentially the cost of the very soul of the user. And sometimes the souls of the users also get fed into the axe. Normally when the axe kills people, again, it can take the souls of those it kills. These can be horrific weapons, can be incredibly powerful. But from what you've seen of the axe, it seems inert. It doesn't show any, visual evidence of this. But we're just talking about theory here, what you believe to be true. And the more he tells you about how it whispers to you, how he wants to hold it, you're getting more and more convinced that you're on something here. You always thought there was something wrong about that axe, and the more you think about it, the more you talk with him, and the more you study it in the Book of Lies, the more convinced you are that Arnold has above his bed a demon axe that has been given to him by someone else on board the ship, and you must convince him to give it up willingly if you are to save him.
Yep. I'm going to close the book with a slam. I'm going to say, the more I think on it, Arnold, the more that axe strikes me as demonic. You must take me to see the man who gave you this axe. You must take me immediately.
Okay. Oh. Well, what? What?
Do it now!
And he grabs another bit of meat and stuffs it in his mouth, and open mouth, meat spitting out again. What? Now? You mean now?
Now!
All right. And he grabs another bit of meat, and he takes another bit of meat with him. Nothing else, because he's basically just in civilian gear. He's got nothing on him apart from a couple of bits of meat, and he's going, all right then. Quite drunk. His belt's half undone.
Okay. And you're leaving the axe behind?
Well, I haven't picked it up yet.
I mean, it would be nice to pick it up.
I'm willing to, but like I really want to pick the axe up. I really want to pick the axe up, but I've got like Jan who wields a fiery sword of his own imagination.
No one's forcing you.
Staring down my neck. And he's
You're gonna leave the
having
axe behind.
well, he hasn't got. Well, the thing is, at the moment, because of his wash, he hasn't got the axe in his hands, and he is not as psychotic, even though, you know what I mean.
You know you want to.
But yes, no, it's not as.
Okay, so you're gonna leave. You're gonna leave.
Leave the axe behind and just go as is.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So
I'm drunk. This is what a drunk Arnie would do. He'd go half booted. Look, if Arnie gets hold of the guy, he could crack him in two.
Alan.
Yes.
Where am I at this point in time? Am I still in the toilet?
No. You are done. I mean, that's up to you. You're done. Alexa's already moved out. I think she's done.
I'm just asking if I'm finished with Alexa.
You are finished with Alexa.
Okay.
No. She's finished with you.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna come out, cravat over to one side, hair ruffled, no hat. I'm gonna come out. Do I see Jan and Arnie leaving?
No, not quite gone yet. And you've heard like the last section of this conversation, so you're not completely clueless as to what's going on. So you get the impression they're going to go off and see someone about an axe or something.
Yeah, I don't know if Jan's good. Nope. All right.
I'm going to comms in. What time is it? Am I likely to get the interrogator?
It is now about 10 o'clock. It's late. The whole ship is celebrating and feasting. Who are you trying to comms?
Interrogator.
You comms into the interrogator. You try it once. You don't get an immediate response. You try it again, and then it comes through, and the interrogator speaks. Hold on a second. Did you get wide with me, Skinner, you wee shite? Oh, I can't do Scottish. So can I do drunk Scottish?
Can I?
Go on.
It's the same as normal Scottish, I think.
Can I hear interrogator in my combi?
Can I just get the names of these two guys, like the guy that I'm comms in and the guy that I'm after?
Okay, so
Floki.
His name is not Floki. His name is Eric Icebreaker. He may resemble Floki in the way he speaks.
Eric Icebreaker.
Eric Icebreaker. He's a lieutenant in the Stormtroopers, and he's a member of the Inquisitorial Guard. You get that much from Arnold. The other guy that you want, I think you were talking to, is the interrogator Aaron Mattis. So he is the Inquisitor's right-hand man. As you get through to him, to answer your question, Dave, his comms will just be on a private chat to the interrogator, but you can hear him speaking. So you're just getting one half of the conversation. You can do group chats over comms, but it would, but that is not what is happening in this.
So I just hear what Jan's saying right now.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Right. So you're wanting to comms into the interrogator, and you can tell immediately when he answers that he is mortal drunk. No, I can't. I'm not going to try in Scottish a minute because it's evading me. So he says, "What can I do for you, laddie?"
The Wagwan interrogator, man.
Wagwan.
I need to know where Eric Icebreaker is. He is a lieutenant in the Stormtrooper car.
I know who he is.
Go immediately.
I mean, okay, so a few things. Firstly, Arnold knows where he lives because he's been there. That's where he went when he met him last time. But the interrogator will say, he'll be celebrating like everyone else. I think he's in his room, but I don't know.
Hey, Jan. Why don't we go and have a drink with Eric? I've got my jug. I got meat. I can bring another drug for Eric. We can all talk. Would you take the axe? Jan?
We're gonna leave the axe here, man. We don't need it where we go.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, you could take the axe, Arnold.
I want to take the axe, but
Willpower test it.
I will give him. Yes, it's a good idea to give Eric his axe back, eh? If I just pick it up and take it off his wall, everything would be fine, won't it?
The next place that axe goes, man, is in the Inquisition vault. Or we're gonna figure out a way that you can still use it, man, without it corrupting your mortal soul.
So,
now leave it while we go and get some answers from it.
but all right, all right, fine, but yeah, all right. I'll grab the orc chopper just in case.
Okay, grab the
Right.
Feels sturdy, reliable, solid weapon. We've got some real significant weight to it, some real killing power to it, and yeah, it feels good to pick it up. Feel better for a weapon.
Do I feel like I can hold it nicely?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I'll
I
put it.
I think Quintus or Dave's wanted to chip in. What's up, mate?
So I've heard quite a bit this tail end of this conversation and this part where they're talking to Eric Icebreaker and talking about taking the axe, yeah?
Oh, they're talking about going to see Eric, and you know.
So, a few drinks.
I've seen Arnie's behaviour around the axe, yeah?
Yeah, he's fond of it.
Would I, being who I am and what I know and what I've done and been through, would I get anything? Would I have any knowledge of temptation or what it can do?
I mean, I think looking at your skills and what have you, I don't think you would make the connection.
All right.
There's any sort of addictive or any sort of magical or otherworldly thing about this axe. You just think that he likes axes, which he does.
Yeah.
And maybe he's a little fond of it, but you don't think that there's any sort of. You don't think there's chaos is involved, basically. Not like James has got that insight.
Yeah, okay.
You don't have that insight.
Right. Okay.
I'm afraid not in this case.
All right. In that case, I'm just standing just outside the shower block, leaning on the wall, going somewhere, gentlemen. A little bit drunk.
We're going to see Icebreakers to celebrate drinks.
Okay. Are you all going to go, or is it just going to be the two of you?
I met Eric Icebreaker before, didn't I?
You met him as Kiyoshi.
On my back.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, that was Kiyoshi, was it? Yeah, put it down.
Pardon? Sorry, I can't hear you there, James. You speak.
Did he go with Arnie?
Did he go with Arnie? It was Kiyoshi and Arnie who met Eric. They were fighting at the barricade. But I don't think Quintus has met Eric.
No, you're right. Yeah. If Arnie's inviting me along, I'll go. But if he doesn't, then I won't because it wouldn't make sense.
Okay, so is it just Jan and Arnie heading off?
Yeah.
Leaving Alexa and Quintus alone.
Should we let these lovebirds do it, or we don't know what's happened? Because we're too far in conversation to even see you both go in our toilet.
Exactly.
Okay, so Jan and Arnold, you head off to the rear of the ship.
Oh, Arnie, I mean, I fear you may have missed an opportunity there.
No, but I mean, before we head off, Jan, do you want to take anybody with us?
No, man. Let's go.
Okay. So we're off.
Okay, so Jan and Arnie, you head off to the rear of the ship. You go to the room of Eric Icebreaker. Are you walking straight in? Are you knocking on the door?
Well, yeah.
Knock on the door.
You're gonna knock?
Yeah.
Okay, you knock on the door.
Oh, cool. As guests, I've come with jugs of ale and meat.
You knock on the door. Eric Icebreaker opens the door, and he goes, "Arnold, you're alive! I've gone into Brian Blessed. Come inside. Who is your friend?"
And Arnold trucks him a bit of meat.
And he goes,
Like, slaps a bit of meat in his hand straight away.
takes it from you, says, "Oh, we've got our own boy, him.
Oh, do you? Oh, alright then. I'll take it back and...
Celebrating. Come in and bring your friend."
This is Jan.
You walk inside, and you also see there's the Fruvian Notsaritsu there.
The huge Cornate altar.
No, there's no no
Just
noise.
imagine that. It's like,
You
don't. That's just Ascension Day decorations. That's all. Nothing to see here. That's just how I picture it. So, like, continue.
You walk inside, and they've got a feast similar to what you've got back in your own room. And that is where we shall leave it for tonight.